Today, we unfortunately lost a legend. But Tim Tebow lost his virginity this week. Hey! Nice. This is highly inappropriate. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Fixed it. There you go.
To the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate.
All right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob, and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here, and I can just do the blowjob here.
Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina, because I'm bringing the motherfucking pain.
I am tripping, guys, because I am like trying to figure out how to shut the music off. And I was on the wrong fucking computer. Then I switched over to the right computer and I was looking at something else. And I'm trying to figure out like why this is not where I go to find my music. And I realized I was on a web page. And I had to go back over to the music program and I shut it off. I finally figured it out, guys.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Your best effort.
I'm on one. But
Proud of
honestly, it's kind of a sad day. We're going to try to have a decent show today, but it sucks. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, a guy who kind of transcended sports. Yeah, I mean, everybody loved Kobe. Beaver, I think you even learned to love Kobe, didn't you?
I never loved, but I appreciated how he played. He was a badass in his time.
Well, when Kobe retired, it pretty much ended basketball being super uber competitive and guys actually wanting to kill it. You know, like
He was the last one.
he's the last of the dying breed there.
I realized.
Then Lance went to China.
Maybe Russell Westbrook, maybe. In
Kobe
terms of
was-
guys that have that mentality a little bit.
Westbrook's a fucking turd.
Damian
compared to
Lillard.
Kobe Bryant.
Da-
dude.
I'm just talking about guys with that mentality.
He don't have that mentality. He switched. Where's he at now? Houston.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have.
Damian
Kobe
Lillard-
refused
Damian
to
Lillard?
leave LA.
Huh?
Kobe refused to leave LA.
No,
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
there's not
Yeah.
too many people who would want to leave LA. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. I mean, I think my favorite Kobe memory doesn't even involve basketball. It's when that fucking whore tried to get him with rape charges. And he said in the courtroom, they were talking about him like liking to jack off onto the girl's face. And he said straight up in the courtroom, yeah, that's my thing.
I'm Kobe Bryant.
That's my thing, you know.
He was
So-
the first like all time, like one of the greats. And I remember like I seen his whole career. You know what I mean? Like he got drafted. I was in like 6th grade. I mean, it's crazy. And with his daughter to be with him, man. Like I was telling you guys before the
they
show.
said 9 people with him apparently on the helicopter.
Seeing all these videos of him like coaching her AAU team and like passing the game on to her and like courtside at games. And I don't know, it's just a sad thing. Unfortunate, very unfortunate.
Yeah, me as a guy who never takes anything serious, I am kind of anytime a father-daughter kind of combinations involved. Like I talked about that, you know, last week about Ann Hernandez, and now this week with Kobe and his daughter. But you know, it's kind of eerie in a way because, like, you know, they died together. You know,
and it opens your eyes and makes you appreciate stuff a little
Yeah.
bit. It makes you stop and think. You know, like this thing's precious that we have. Just
yeah,
a
absolutely.
little time here, and I don't know. You take it for granted a lot of times.
We do.
man.
Beaver does all the time.
I do. I really do.
And I mean, this is how popular Kobe Bryant is. Mike, you know who he is.
I do know who it is.
He recognized Kobe's
Yeah,
name.
he
I'm
does.
like, oh,
He
shit.
transcends sport. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing I love most about Kobe. It's not even that he was, you know, one of the greatest basketball players ever. It's just his mentality. It's such a his mentality, especially in today's age, is such a rare thing. The dude was just so passionate about basketball, about being the greatest at everything he did. He completely wanted to achieve excellence in everything he fucking did.
Like when I think of that, I think of him and Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 1A, 1B when it comes to that.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like, you know, basketball goes for sure. Like it's,
I mean, if you throw something away in a trash can, you're either saying
Kobe.
Jordan or Kobe, right?
Kobe. I mean,
It's Kobe.
I was normally saying
I
Reggie.
don't think anybody really says Jordan.
I say
I know
Reggie.
they do
so
it.
I say
I got
Reggie
some
for
age.
you.
I got
Reggie,
some years on you guys. So I remember the 90s Jordan.
90
And-
was Jordan.
but they
Because
were
that was right before.
They were the two most dominant. I mean, you got LeBron now, but he's a bitch. But Kobe and MJ, I mean, They just another level.
It was
No.
great. It was crazy though, him passing right as soon as LeBron did pass him the night before though. That was something about the timing that kind of makes
it's crazy. His last tweet was actually that tweet towards
To
LeBron.
LeBron,
Yeah.
Mhm.
All I got to tell you is the next Lakers game, go ahead and call your bookie and take all the overs on LeBron stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Triple double.
Well, apparently he
everything.
was like when he got off the plane today, he was like in tears. Like
Yeah.
just
It's sad, man.
yeah.
And
sucks.
the thing the NBA is doing today, where they were going to cancel games, and like they were legit conversations. They were just going to cancel the NBA day today.
Yeah.
And like the game that was on earlier, they was supposed to be on NBA TV, and they just stayed live and talked about the Kobe stuff. But all the teams are coming out and doing the 24-second shot clock violation, both sides, just for like a remembrance. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I mean, for those of you guys that maybe are living in the cave, NBA superstar, legend, is he in the Hall of Fame yet?
Oh,
Has it
no,
been
not
5
yet.
years?
Maybe
Yeah.
he's not.
Not yet. He
Well,
will
yeah,
be,
he's a
though.
First
surefire
time.
Hall. I just couldn't remember if he's been out of the league long enough to be in the
No,
Hall of
not
Fame.
long enough.
'cause he's, I mean, shit, they could rename part of the fucking Hall of Fame after him if they wanted to. But yeah, so Kobe, unfortunately, he died in a helicopter. They were heading to his daughter's AAU game. Kobe, is he the head coach of the team or?
It's the
just
Mamba Academy, I think. Is what
Yeah,
it
the school,
is.
the
Yeah.
team was named. He sponsored all of it and stuff. I'm not sure if he was head. I
He's
don't wanna-
involved
I don't
coaching
want
the
to
team, so-
speculate. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Or not
you don't want to be
speculate,
like
but-
every other news source today.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was highly involved. I will say that because remember last year they lost in like a tournament championship or something, and he had the tweet where he talked about one of their players wasn't there because they were doing like something else.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Where's your focus?" Like pretty much called out a little girl.
Yeah.
That's how
That's
competitive
Kobe.
he was.
That's prime Kobe. And honestly, that's because I'm nowhere near as far as Kobe's completely obsessed with success, and I wish I could like reach over like that's the next notch for me. Like I'm pretty obsessive, but not to his point to where I won't stay up till 5 a.m. for damn near anything. Like this motherfucker, when he'd have a bad shooting game, would literally go back to the gym immediately after the game and shoot 1,000 baskets. I mean, just next level
work ethic.
Next level work ethic. But forget where I was going with that. But the guy's just legendary.
He is Hall of Famer. Still not too happy about him beating the Pacers for.
No,
his
I mean
first
that's like
championship.
my first Kobe really memory is
Yeah.
Him and Shaq just going off.
yeah.
Shaq was dominant as hell,
So
but
the
Kobe
year,
did.
the year before we could have easily, not easily, but we almost beat that Bulls team to go to the finals. The next year we finally make it to the finals, and we run into
the beginning of the dynasty.
we run to the beginning of the next dynasty, the Kobe dynasty.
Yeah.
And it just fucking sucks, And yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, the dude, he was now he owned a movie studio, I believe, and he was didn't he produce his own film? What's that film that came out about him last year? It was just all about basically not just his life, but almost like his persona.
I'm not sure, man.
Yeah,
I know he had some stuff on ESPN Plus too, where he would break down players and plays and stuff.
Doing something kind of like Peyton is now.
Yeah, wasn't it? Didn't he have his own little?
Yeah,
kinda
I'm pretty
thing?
sure he does now, or was. Yeah.
He how sick are the Nike Mambas? They're going to drop some kind of tribute Kobe shoe.
Oh yeah,
And
that thing will sell
and
out
it is going
fast
to
as
be
hell.
ridiculous. I guarantee you that's coming.
some other big Kobe memories is his last game in the field house too, where everybody in the field house was cheering for Kobe. Like,
And that was his going out tour. Every stadium he went into on the road, it was standing ovations.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that
everywhere.
shows you. That
Yeah.
shows you. And that's coming from people where ex-players will leave the Pacers or anybody else, and we show no fucking remorse to you.
at all.
And everybody in Turner's Block was like standing O to the guy. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
the ultimate respect.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron's gonna get that.
No.
No.
I
I
actually
did
did buy lower level tickets for that game right there. It was more for a good friend of mine that was a really big Kobe fan. It was more for him to appreciate that last
Get to
game.
see
But
the shape of Kobe's cock and the shorts.
Exactly.
That close.
but it was at least good to see that. And his very last game that he had where he went off for 60 points because no one else was going to take a shot at the game, let's be honest.
It was all going to Kobe.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Still, it's just so shocking, man. Like if the players now in the league, I mean, they grew up and Kobe was their Jordan. Like Jordan was to me growing up, like that was they're after that. So like I think you've like looked at benches or in the early games and like just tears in people's eyes. Like it's
unbelievable. Tyson Chandler was
so
crying
good.
on the
Yeah,
bench. Yeah.
Oh, Austin Rivers, he was bawling his eyes out.
I mean, that's their
Doc
fucking
Rivers.
their basketball god, man, was Kobe to all them players now. You know, they grew up. That's
And his last game,
their guy.
just another thing to show you what what Kobe is. His last game ever, he scored 60 fucking points, and they came back and won the game. It was just it was just like legendary Kobe. I remember watching that game, and he's one guy. Of course, huge. My first big memory of Kobe is him beating us in the finals. So from the beginning, he was my first.
I think we won one of that series, and then they swept us.
No, we ended up winning.
There was 2 games. Pacers
We won 2.
I'm pretty sure.
It was 4-2.
Oh, so they could go back home and win it in 6.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Some deal like that. But they dominated the Pacers for sure.
Here recently too, the Kobe where he was sitting with the daughter that passed away courtside, and the Lakers were playing the Mavs, and Luka Doncic was taking the ball out of bounds, like on the side out of bounds, and it was in front of where Kobe and his daughter were sitting.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't know his dad played overseas a lot, so he's fluent in a lot of different languages. And he started talking shit to Luka in his language, and Luka was thought, who's the hell, I talk my language, talking shit, and he went around and Kobe, he had a big smile on his face, and Luka just started laughing, and I don't know, that's just sad, dude.
Yep,
it's crazy.
Yep,
him and his daughter both very sad. I still couldn't believe when you texted us that. I thought you were like just joking around, especially after what had happened the previous night.
I was like, this dumbass is just trying to get us fucking stirred up.
Or he sees some fucking hoax report out there.
See, I thought it was fake, obviously, like everybody else did.
Oh,
but
yeah, but
then TMZ broke it first, and then it just spiraled out of control.
Usually if TMZ reports something, it's fucking true, unfortunately.
They're pretty good about it. And then once Woj got into it, then it really hit right there.
Yeah.
Mike, parting words?
Rest in peace, sir.
Good.
I think it's
Very
sad,
classic.
man. I mean, I'm not a sports fan, but it's incredibly sad. And not to mention that, it wasn't only him, it was
his daughter,
right,
and
his
other other players and coaches,
undisclosed
apparently.
people. But that's fucked up, man. Just let you know that you have no idea when your end's going to be.
But we have to bring in some good news here. Tim Tebow finally lost his virginity this week. He got married, guys.
Congrats, Timmy. Congrats.
Now, another sports note here, Mike. Do you know who Tim Tebow is?
I know of Tim Tebow.
Do you know kind of what he's about?
I think everybody says that he sucks dick.
No, I mean,
that
he was
somebody
not.
else?
Him and Jesus are homeboys.
Who's the player that sucks dick? then?
sucks dick? Oh,
Tom Brady?
Aaron,
Tom
yeah,
Brady?
he does
Tom
that.
Brady. Okay, I'm learning, guys.
Aaron Hernandez
That's Dunkman's favorite player.
Tom Brady, the cocksucker.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I can razz on him about that though.
Yeah. So Tim Tebow, huge Christian, kind of came in the league. Just above. What's the word there? What's the term there? Above the life, or what's it?
Like way overhyped.
Yeah, no, not overhyped. He was never
he was not good.
Nobody ever thought he was going to be a great quarterback in the NFL.
He still got taken first round somehow.
Yeah,
So
because
he's he was oversold.
Denver originally
then?
was going to use him as kind of like in the Wildcat, just have him do just random bullshit, but like under extreme circumstances, they're like, well, let's put this kid in, see what he can do. And they made the playoffs that year. They ended up upsetting the Steelers
on a slant in overtime.
And Denver Broncos are like, Tebow, you did great, but this guy named Peyton Manning's a free agent, so thanks for coming.
Go ahead and go to New England.
Go ahead and go to New England. This guy's a little better. Sorry to take a look.
Now he's doing college football, isn't he?
College football. No, he's banging that. All he's been doing this. I just think about what Tim Tebow's thinking. He's like, man, I can't believe I've went, damn near 30 years of my life.
Allegedly. I
don't know. He might be the real deal. No,
Dude,
I
he
think
was a monster at Florida. He could have had anything.
If you're anywhere,
and Florida is full of hotness.
Yeah, hotness
and craziness.
Florida University.
Tebow Mania
walking around.
Tebow Mania was so real. Like not just at Florida, he could literally go to any college campus and literally point at a chick, and they'd probably suck his dick. This is no exaggeration.
We had T-bowing where you would take a knee. I mean, people did it for like years.
Yeah, I made some at the Super Bowl when I did the Hammer and Nigel Super Bowl kind of walk around the Super Bowl Village video. I made one of their one of the guys holding the Jesus thing, trying to promote the good book and the good word out there. I made him do the Tebow thing. I was like, hey, the guy that plays football, I know you hate football for some fucking reason, but there's a guy that plays football that is all about Jesus.
Yeah.
Mike hates football for some reason.
Well,
I don't hate football. I just don't watch it.
Maybe like him having sex, he's just gonna be like, "Shit, motherfucker."
What if he just starts slanging pussy? He starts like cheating on his he starts cheating on his girl.
I didn't know it could be this great.
Becomes a sex addict.
Yeah.
So if he divorces, does that mean he can have sex before getting married again, or does he to get married
He'll have
again?
to wait to get married.
He'll never get divorced.
Premarital,
No.
yeah, there's no way he's getting
I didn't
divorced.
know if like
Bible
that-
says you can't divorce once you get married.
He might be the
Okay.
next CTE victim. He'll kill his wife before he gets divorced.
Yes.
CTE?
Oh,
terrible.
You know what
She's
CTE
definitely
is?
pregnant
No.
right now, right?
what's
that-
TT?
Oh, for
There's a
sure,
good chance.
because those
It
kind of
definitely-
relationships, you only have sex to have kids.
I mean, it looked like
they're
the
like
movie,
fucking Amish.
It looked like the movie Hancock when he got off.
Oh.
Like he painted them walls. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I've been doing a lot of that
So
lately.
you don't think he masturbates? Is that what you're saying? He doesn't masturbate either.
I think it's the first time he's ever gotten off.
Hey Matt, give him a call real quick.
Have you ever seen
see
his-
if he masturbates?
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
his balls, dude? They're huge.
No, I've never looked at his balls. Why
Where have
would
you
I-
seen his nuts at?
Yeah, where have you seen his nuts at?
I just
They were on
I
Gawker
just-
last week.
I just picture him being really big
Yeah.
and over
Is that-
full.
Is that things you picture? Is that what you picture?
He's got a bear bull nut.
Oh,
Bull
man.
nuts.
Ball.
Like the Van Wilder movie where the dog's nuts are
Oh, yeah.
over, and they
Filling
float
the
in hot
donuts
tub,
up.
floating in the hot
So
tub.
this chick's name is Demi Lee. I mean, I think Demi's just if your name's Demi, you're probably hot. You're either really hot or you're in your mid 40s,
Demi Tebow.
heavy smoker. What Demi? Yeah, Demi
Debbie?
Tebow. Demi Lee Tebow now.
DT. That's what he did to that pussy.
DT. I mean, she's
Oh,
hot as
my God.
she's hot as fuck. I mean, like,
Really? Tim
Obviously.
Tebow's
Hey.
wife, hot as fuck.
Good catch, sir. Good catch.
yeah, I'm sure she's marrying him for.
Money.
Do you think he cried after he?
I
Got
guarantee it. After he got off.
What,
I mean, I do every time.
30 seconds later,
Even if
She's
I
like-
masturbate, I cry afterwards.
she's like, "Oh, this is what I married."
You just cry trying to beg
So
him
has-
not to
I
tell
just
nobody.
I just wasted all these kids on nothing.
So has she had sex before then? His wife? Has
I don't
she?
know.
I
I,
bet
don't
she
think she'd
has.
admit to it.
Oh, dude, I bet. Dude, you look at her. She's had to have had sex before.
I always because I took a few virginities back in my day, and I used to always ask them, like, "Do you feel like
She could have been a
Do you
born
feel
again,
like I'm a piece of shit?
a born again virgin.
does it feel bad that I've had sex with like 30 chicks before you, sweetheart, and I'm your first?"
They probably
Gonna have to
they're
get to the
probably
doctor.
saying no, but they're thinking
I'm
yes.
like, yeah, now that I feel like a huge
Look,
slut.
There's a lot of people now though, they're like, I see stuff on like Instagram and all this shit. I follow a couple females on Instagram. They're like, oh, virginity is like hyped up to be this big awesome thing to save, and it's supposed to be special, but
And once you throw it away, it's your
dude,
life so
I
much
mean,
better.
No, but like at the end of the day, the moral and the message was like, it's not that big of a deal. It's never going to be perfect when you lose your virginity. Blah
yeah,
blah blah.
that's why I tried to tell this girl I was hanging. She was 23 years old and still a virgin, and I tried.
You
to,
were trying to get in her pants though. You're like, it's not that special.
yeah,
You just
So
do it.
I'm like,
You just do it in the butt to save your virginity.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, you could.
serious.
That's what the kids do.
I'm not going to out this girl's name, but I will tell you a funny story because we'd always messed around and shit. Like, super awesome chick, and that's why I won't fucking call her name out because she's a great girl. But like, funny
It's
story.
coming. It's coming.
I'll end up dropping it. Just
There
keep
was
listening.
coming, yes.
Yeah. No, there was no coming, unfortunately. But we've been hanging out all night. This is a crazy night. So I took Stamos down to the bar downtown to shit. What's the I'm so fucked up. What's the piano bar downtown?
Howl at the Moon.
Howl at the Moon. Okay. Went to Howl at the Moon. I had Stamos out there. I was with Tyler Herberts and Trey Grubbs. We're downtown. Trey's with a few friends from high school, a couple chicks. And, we ended up getting in a kind of almost start a brawl there in the club because when Trey goes to take a piss. So we're standing there with the girl that he's like hanging out with. And some random dude comes up and starts hitting on the girl. And like, so we're kind of like getting, we're trying to defend Trey a little bit. Well, he starts mouthing off. So Herberts punches this dude straight in the face, knocks him out.
Good for him.
Knocks him out. Next thing I know is this dude comes at me. He's in my face. I said, you don't want none, bub. Next thing I know, it's just a fucking melee. We're getting split up. We get kicked out of the bar. I lose John Stamos, and a month later, a friend of mine was in Howl at the Moon and seen John Stamos up in the rafters.
Somebody stole it, right?
Well, no, they didn't steal it. We just got kicked out of the bar, and I just
Oh.
left it there because it was like on a table or some shit.
And you were drunk as shit.
Yeah, I was fucked up for sure. So again, this chick's with me, the one that we're talking about, the 23-year-old virgin, and she's probably not impressed with me at this point. But the point is, we ended up going to another bar after that, getting super fucked up. We drove back to my apartment, And this is the part that I'll never forget, and I feel bad for saying this, but so like we're in my bed and we're both naked, and my dick gets about an inch in her, and I feel a tear drop on my face, and she just tells me she's not ready.
God.
That was her way. I'm like, you could have said something before, like you're crying, right?
Then the investigator called it.
A couple weeks later, I was like, it's fine. I mean, we're still friends to this day.
No, I mean,
But,
that's kind of a fucked up story.
yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucked for both of us because I felt like, oh shit, like I don't want to be in this position.
Well, she's lost it since then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's engaged
Just
now.
a single tear.
No, it was just a single.
like an Indian when you see somebody litter.
I was trying to hope it was I was trying to hope it was either a bead of sweat or this is a
bead of sweat.
Yeah, that
single bead of
that
sweat.
is out of shape as fuck. If that's a bead of sweat.
No. I mean, I felt so bad because I was like, okay, she's not ready to lose her virginity. I'm not gonna take it from her tonight. So we ended up cuddling, watching a movie, hanging out, And Beaver
called her the next day.
No, a couple months later. A couple months later, we were with her in Florida. Speaking of Florida, we were with her in Florida, and Beaver.
Oh, her, yeah.
Beaver ended up giving her one of the worst insults I've ever. He said so because she's had it rough, a rough pass with men. Like she dated a bunch of scumbags, and stuff, and
and then she meets you and you try to take her virginity.
No, I did because I was a good friends with her, so it wasn't really like that, I mean, because we were actually pretty good friends, and Beaver pretty much calls her a whore.
Oh, why'd you call her a whore, Beef?
I don't even remember
he was drunk.
What was said exactly, but like I said something in a joking manner, and like she took it to heart really bad. I felt bad after like saying what I did.
I would too.
Yeah,
I did, but
it was just the wrong time. It was a bad timing for Beaver, but he really insulted her. Like I had to clean up that mess.
It's not the first time I've had bad timing for anything. So let's be honest here.
Great girl.
Jesus.
Hope she listens to the show and text me.
Well, so much for this show being upbeat today.
Man.
Thought we were gonna raise morale.
Let's make
lower
it. We gotta raise morale now.
Yeah.
Dunk man, you're having a good week again, buddy.
Huh?
You degenerate piece of shit.
Yes, my
major emphasis.
He's like checking in on his pics now.
What'd you tell him as soon as he walked in today? When you saw him?
Tell him?
You're like, every time I see you.
Oh, you look a little more. What'd I say?
A little more trashy.
You look a little more trashy. Yeah.
Remind him of Beaver.
I was like, a couple more weeks, he's gonna start looking like Beaver.
Yeah.
I'm the cleanest, trashiest guy you'll ever meet.
That's true.
You're right. I love the. Yeah.
Are you gonna continue the mullet? You think?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, absolutely. I want it halfway down your back,
dude.
He never shows it off.
And when your wife pegs you, she has got something to pull. So.
Nah, she'd have to.
You know what you should do after that here, and this is just input from me, and I'm nobody. But what you should do is after you get tired of the mullet, which I doubt ever happens, I think that you should get a rat tail. Huh?
No,
definitely a rat tail.
Oh yeah,
mullet into a rat tail.
Yeah.
Mullet into a rat tail.
Oh, that would be good.
Rat tails. That's too amateur.
I just want. Hey,
fucking amateurs.
We're 20 minutes into the show, and we've already talked about death. We've already talked about losing virginities.
No, you have.
Yeah.
No, you have.
You've talked about all these things. We just sat here and listened.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, you're high as fuck.
You guys want to say something?
No.
You guys just gonna listen? Is it really? Have you guys talked?
A little bit.
Yeah.
We've
slipped in nuggets of truth.
God damn! I'm sorry. Cut me off.
Oh, you're good.
Nah, you're good, man.
I'm just fucking with you.
Continue. So degenerate gambler over here, scrolling through his bets the entire thing. So your MMA guy, Duncan decided to text me this week and talk a little shit, because
he goes undefeated again.
He's undefeated. Yeah, okay. I only missed
one
fight.
You're undefeated.
The MMA guy went under. Yeah, I followed.
Yeah, he follows him.
I'm just
like
a little follower
for the bar.
Yeah, just like just following people around
by a sink.
The tennis guy is fucking killing it.
Serious question.
Oh, you gotta tell that story.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, Duncan's starting to get mad at Beaver cutting him off, by the way. That was also in our text chain this week.
No, I'm not mad.
Beaver, when I talk, shut the fuck up.
I just like talking shit to Beef.
Yeah, it's an easy thing. It's really easy to do.
It's starting to get comfortable talking shit to him.
I feel like that's an everyday concept.
Yeah,
I'm just glad he's on the other side, so I don't have to smell him this week.
Yeah. If you're in Beaver's friendships, anything like me and Beaver's friendship, by year 4, he'll start talking shit back to you. So.
He's there.
Yeah,
he's giving it back. I love it.
Occasionally, I do bring it.
Oh,
occasionally,
but no, yes, very good week on the old betting. this week. Another good week.
Another good week.
Yep,
hitting some fights. What's the craziest bet you took this week?
Oh, I was parlaying like tennis with MMA people and just raking in parlays.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
Ridiculous.
I can't wait. We're gonna see you on an episode of Broke here in a couple years.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope we don't.
Final last words.
I tell you what, like if I get super stoned, I'll be laying in bed like almost half asleep, and I will get the most brilliant idea for either A, like a part in a movie, or B, a skit that we can do with the show and tape it. And I write it down on my phone, and like half of them involve you, like just your lifestyle.
Paint a mural with
I'm
his
just
bloody
thinking,
asshole.
like I thought about one the other day, and I hate giving ideas out here on the on the show, but fuck it. It was basically like, you ever watch Grant Cardone on YouTube?
Yeah.
I know you definitely have. Grant Cardone, he's
Never
very
heard of her.
enthusiastic. His shows are always like drawn in on him, and he's like next to a Mercedes or a huge house. He's like, you know, I haven't always lived like this. You know, I came from a rough background, but you know, I'm going to tell you, you know, some things that you can do in your own life to
So like a motivational
very
guy.
motivational, sales oriented, I would say.
He's like Gary V-esque.
Yeah.
But he's
Gotcha.
not. He's completely different.
Different. Yeah. I mean, they have different styles.
I did.
Idea you to do.
Damn,
On his
man.
fucking phone at me. Eh? He's mad. I'm telling the idea on the show.
Go ahead.
But the idea is to have you or myself or somebody, we pull up in a shitty ass car to a trailer, and we're talking like we're him, but like, you can have this one. And I'm just picturing like walking into a trailer, smacking my slutty fucking trailer park trash wife in the ass.
Yeah.
She hands me a beer, you know, just
She should hand you a syringe of heroin.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like sitting there
Or
patting
meth.
my arms.
Yeah. Meth.
I think meth's probably better. Yeah.
More wake for the video.
But just, you know, like, and I'm thinking maybe the video ends with it, you know, you can't see your head, but you just see your head bobbing. And I'm just sitting here talking like, yeah, I mean, you guys, you can have anything you want in this life.
Like
Just
have her bobbing on me, and I'm just like racing my remote control car race car
you guys can do whatever you want as you're sitting there and
With a bed
car
in.
just going around.
with a bed.
You're watching fucking NASCAR on TV
Yeah.
in a trailer. I've actually started soliciting. I know somebody that lives in a trailer. It's like, hey, can we use your trailer for like a skit?
Hey, what are you guys doing next
I
Saturday?
just seen a real slutty. I want a chick that looks like Brandy from Joe Dirt. That's my slutty
like
wife.
trailer park hot.
Trailer Park hot.
Yeah.
Bleach blonde hair.
By the way, that's what I want to marry.
So,
by the
wait
way,
a
It's
minute.
trailer.
How are you
Everyone
gonna
wants to marry.
How are you
Brandy.
going to pull this off? You're going to put a list on Craig's ad or your Facebook page that says, "Hey, must
I need
look
slutty trailer
right,
park
trailer
trash.
park. I want you to look hot, but I want you to look trailer park.
Well, if we
skanky."
can just get a real hot blonde that could, you know, play the part,
Yeah.
you know, because they don't have to be real good at acting. I don't know if they're going to have any lines. They just
We
have
could
to.
put up like a search sign up at the gas station there in Carthage. Maybe come.
Well, I have an idea.
we don't want real life trash.
No, I
That's
know.
what I'm for.
I know.
Yeah.
I know a friend of ours that could probably play the role pretty well.
What's his name?
I mean, I only know it's because me and Beaver heart like everything she puts up on Twitter.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah, Britain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she'd
I think
probably
she
be
would-
down.
she
she'd
would
be down,
eat that
but
roll
she's
up.
not trailer park.
No, I'm saying she could play the
She
role.
could.
She actually looks really good.
She's just a hot blonde that
Two
could
trailer
play the
park
role.
girls go round me outside. Round me
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
round me
shut up.
outside.
Shut the
yeah,
fuck up.
Yeah, we just got kicked off of YouTube
Yeah.
with Beaver singing
Jesus
Eminem.
Christ. I bet she probably would do it.
No, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I'll hit her up.
Hit her up.
Jesus.
I'll hit her
Christ.
up.
Ask her if she wants to make a video with the Dale Earnhardt of the trailer.
I'll
park.
send her a picture of you. I was like, hey,
You want to make a video with this?
fuck it, I'll send a picture of you. Hey, I'll pay $200 to make a video of this dude.
Hey, hold on.
Talking about.
Make it 500.
Give me a smile, Chris. Hold on. We'll do it right now live.
Oh shit.
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, take a picture of me. She'll see this.
hold on. Give
Oh.
me that mullet smile.
Hey, please never make
He
that
needs
face
to let
again.
the
So right
mullet,
now,
like,
Duncan is
flow.
taking a picture. He threw up the peace signs. By the way, if you're closer, if you're closer to 40,
filter that out. Filter it a little bit.
yeah, filter. Give him a tan. Give him a tan.
Make it look a little tan.
If
Give
you're
him the little dog ears.
Give it the sparkle cheeks.
let's be honest. If you're closer to 40 than you are 30, and you throw up peace signs and pics, you're definitely you can definitely tell your rap career failed in your 20s. That's correct.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
No, we're
Nah, they failed when he was
alive
born.
About
and
to take-
thriving, dude. It's any day now.
When's the last time you freestyled?
Oh, dude, in
He
the
lost
shower
the
every
mat.
day.
You know what's funny is like I'll never admit this, but I'm the same way. If I hear like a beat, I'll start just fucking spitting shit, like just for the hell of it, you know.
You're still winning, Matthew. You're still winning right
Oh,
now.
you know, I'll always win. That's all I do.
Against Dunk Man, you
I'm
definitely
like-
are
Hey,
winning.
when it comes to the rap game, I'm like Kobe of the rap game. You know, that's all I want to do. I'm obsessive.
All right.
What are you doing, bitch?
All right, it's sent. We'll find out.
What did you do? Send that to her?
Yeah.
You said, hey,
So, hey, will you make a video with this guy for the podcast?
for $200.
I didn't even put $200.
Oh, great.
That's we get. If she says she'll do it, then we
I
can
hope
do
her
it for
replies,
free.
do I have to suck his dick?
Yeah.
Because if
You already know
then
it's-
yes, I will make a
You're
video.
it?
Yeah, I know that she will say that.
That's a great way to get a divorce.
Yeah.
He's been looking for it.
I mean, I guess that's probably one of the best ways.
I
to
can
get
just
a divorce.
imagine one of your wife's like
one of my
coworkers-
wives.
One of your wives.
One
My
of
wives.
One of your wife. No,
My
one of your
wife.
wife's coworkers.
people that don't know, I'm was that Mormon?
happily married.
Isn't it Mormon? It has to
Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
one.
Yeah, people that don't know, Chris is not a homosexual. He is married to a female.
So he
Oh, this show is taking a real weird turn.
I like it.
Have you guys talked yet? Am I stoned? I feel like I'm talking to somebody. Is my
You're
back
talking
now?
to us. You're talking to the audience.
Great.
We're
Great.
talking to hundreds of thousands of people.
You
right
guys
now.
are talking to each other. I'm just talking
Yeah.
bullshit.
I'm
here.
just over here trying to get videos going. What are we doing Saturday? Can
Trying
we
to
do
get
stuff
nudes.
Saturday? Next Saturday?
If we're gonna
what do you
take,
want to do?
Video.
Oh, make the video.
Yeah.
I
come
know.
on.
I think we need to play. We need
Let's
to
stop
play.
talking about it and be about it.
I mean,
No,
no.
that's what, listen, I'm free all weekend. I do not DJ the Super Bowl, but here I do. Here's what I do want to do, and I don't want to make a promise here on the show. God, I feel like I'm spitting like Eminem talking right now so fast. But
No, it's not. You're just
Nah,
high. You're
you're
just really
high.
high.
I'm actually
just
talking
high.
really slow, and I
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
right now,
hey guys,
right now, like Matt thinks it's like the best show ever, and, like in his head. But he's like, it's like the Family Guy where they're like singing when they're high on weed, and they're like,
That's it. He's gonna go back and listen and be like, "Boys, we need to delete that."
I'm like that first 20 minutes, guys. We should probably just take that out. What do you think?
in his head, he thinks he's fucking Joe Rogan right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
All these takes and just great thoughts.
Right.
Hey, hey,
I look
hey. Joe sold out. He sold out.
Joe
He's
sold out
fucking-
this week. Can we cover
He
that
sold
real
out.
quick?
Just a
Nope.
scatterbrain fuck over there.
Yeah, but hey,
Am
when
I-
Joe gets high and does a podcast, it works.
That's
out.
what it is. I mean, seriously, I do feel like Joe Rogan. I mean, I already look like him.
You bald-headed fuck.
I already look like him. I mean, that was your opening joke about me in my
My roast to you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, speaking of, we talked the other day about like your first podcast,
Yeah.
and so I went back and I watched the first one that him and I did with Hammer, and God, I was quiet. But I mean, he was to my defense, he was a little bit too, but he kind of ran the show, and then Hammer did a really good job because he's been in radios.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I wanted him to be the first guest. I was like, listen, dude, like I've been on your show tons of times.
You owe me.
But I said I've never like carried a show.
Yeah.
I'm like, so this is gonna be
No, but it was funny watching.
My
So I'm
first,
like-
I got forced to talk about our trip. That
And-
was my first.
Oh, that
one.
was the one that we couldn't post, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
For the longest
well,
time.
it's
Dude,
posted now, by the way.
It
It's on
is.
our feed.
It is. but
It's
that
still
pissed
one
me
of
off.
it's one of our most listened to shows on our feed right now.
So what they're saying is they need to cut Chris and I out and let Matt and Beaver do the
The
show.
no,
Beaver
because you
and Matt
talked
show.
a little bit. The Beaver and Matt show.
I think the thing that we used to, you could tell when stuff was forced before, like earlier on, and now we just kind of we've learned to just say fuck it and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
roll.
This is like the first time his wife introduced him to taking a dildo in the ass.
Hey, he still got that cock ring, all right?
That's another hot take, by the way, guys.
Yeah. Write that down. Send it to Joe.
That's a real hot take, just because you spit on it. But you get. No, what I was going to ask you earlier is if your wife came to you and said, "Honey, we're getting a divorce, but you can say
My wife's never came to me, by the way.
she never came."
She never came to me. Like the thought of me.
Now your wife has caught you jerking off. Have you ever caught your wife flicking the bean?
I don't think so. No, I haven't.
Dude, man, that's crazy. She shouldn't even masturbate around you.
Well, women are shower masturbators, dude.
That's true. No, he's
You're
not,
gonna go
he's
there-
not lying.
You're gonna go in there one day.
I've
She's
watched
gonna be
porn,
she's
dude.
gonna be
I don't
upside
know.
down with a shower head on her pussy. You're like, "Honey."
Can I get in on that?
He's basing it all off of porn.
She says, no, Christopher.
I'll probably just stand there with a creepy smile and masturbate myself.
Like most of the porn videos
That's,
you
mo-
watch.
that's
Yeah.
all the porn videos I watch. Every single one. Oh, it's embarrassing. What kind of gay porn do you like, Beaver? I feel like Beaver's the type of dude that likes
All gay porn?
all gay porn,
Yeah.
but like I'm against football players in a locker room type shit.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Some leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I called it Aaron Hernandez.
I was literally talking about two dudes fucking each other. Yeah.
Hey, B, what have you used the artificial butthole yet?
I have not.
He's lying. You can tell by the way he
I have
says.
not. It's still in the box.
How are you guys letting these go to waste? I'd have already used both of them
At the same time.
The next show, I would have gave a whole
All right.
review.
All right, I have a confession, man.
Did you use it?
Did you use it?
I had a real bad night.
Did you use it?
I had a real rough, like 2 a.m. Couldn't sleep. I was like, I really gotta do some aggressive masturbating.
The
here.
question is,
And
did you?
No,
have-
hold on. Let me. Because the funny thing is, as I'm sitting here stroking my dick, I hope Mom doesn't listen to the show. Your mom's still in here. I'm sitting there and I kind of look at my shelf where it's sitting. And I'm like, it's kind of like staring at me as I'm stroking my dick, and I kind of stare back at it. It's like a girl you meet at the bar. You're kind of checking each other out, and then finally you just said, "Fuck it, I gotta go for this."
Yeah.
She's not gonna come to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to her.
You're gonna have to come with her.
So I get up, butt ass naked, dick hard as a rock, fucking jump on a shelf, smack some stuff. I actually smacked Paul George's bobblehead off the shelf with my dick, trying to get this.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I was
I don't
like,
even know
fuck,
why you
can
still have
stay
that
down.
up.
Yeah,
but-
you can stay down there on the floor, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You at least
Fucking
turned it
broke
to
your
the-
leg.
turned it
You can
backwards.
watch.
But you got it down, and what'd you think?
It was great. Yeah, it was a good time.
A lot of lotion to help you.
Yeah.
So did you use like something, picture or video of Mia when you were like getting into it?
I don't think I've jerked off in the last 4 years without Mia Khalifa being involved in some.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, because I like my music. I'll listen to 1.5 minutes of a song and switch to the next one. I'm like that in my porn. I just get to the hot spots,
Yeah.
like let's do about 30 seconds of missionary. We'll do her laying on her back. Yeah, we'll get the pop shot in next video.
Nice.
And just,
nice. So for those that don't know, Mike bought Matt a Mia Khalifa artificial vagina,
That's true.
and he got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
And be an asshole.
And he finally used
And
it.
he's just now
I
using
finally
it.
did.
Wow.
How
was
was
it-
the cleaning process? Sorry, Mike.
No, it's all right. I was just going to ask if it was worth $20.
That was a cleaning process.
He doesn't
Hold on,
know.
You're supposed to clean it after you're done.
Did you put it back up on the shelf, fucking cream pie?
It's dripping down his cabinet.
On Paul George laying on the floor.
I just threw it in the dog cage and they took care of it.
Hey,
Poppy.
This might be the most disturbing
oh
show
my
we've ever
God.
I'll
done.
tell you what, that's a good part for the trailer park movie.
All right.
Throw it in the cage and let the dogs clean it up.
How did we go from Kobe to this?
I'm saying-
I don't know, but he loves it.
That is a
I'll
hor- that
I'll
was a
be
horrible-
completely honest. We could write a real fucking Seth Rogen type stupid movie.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know why.
without a doubt.
We're just waiting.
I just
too
need
long.
somebody to like guide me and tell me what. Just write down my thoughts because I don't know how to type or nothing.
That's cool.
Just think about this. Every time you and Beaver want to go play a video game, do something productive instead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play video games anymore. I lay in bed and
Masturbate?
No, I sweat out fucking sports gambling bed
So your
with like
video,
8 screens.
your video game addiction has been overtaken by your sports betting addiction.
Which is
Yes,
fun, which
yes.
is funny because
Very.
you kind of transferred over to Beaver because he texted me last week. What's your picks this week? And
For MMA?
yeah,
What
MMA.
did- hey, have you not? Never mind. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just doing it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Somebody else was asking me picks. I was
Somebody
like,
else.
I'll.
This is how the
I'll
problem
ask
starts.
Matthew.
And when you got a problem, you got to admit it, Beaver.
I
That's
did
part of
not. I did not bet on anything MMA.
By the
I
way,
don't know
we-
shit about MMA.
We have to
I'm
get a
not
sex
betting on
therapist
MMA.
on the show. I'm determined. Like, I want an honest sex therapist opinion about.
we all have problems.
Yeah.
Did-
Let's just go ahead and admit it.
Did
Yeah.
you
want an
see
honest
that,
opinion.
Did you see Lamar Odom has he's like backing some new app, and it's for sex addicts. And what it is it tells
Oh yeah, I heard about
gives
it.
alerts to like your wife or whatever if you're watching porn. For real, and then it
He
keeps
was
you,
a huge
to keep
porn
you from
addict.
watching. Yeah, he's
So-
a huge porn addict. So like if you
we
get
need a
on,
sponsor.
so if you get on porn, like an alert would go off on her phone saying Lamar's watching porn, and you gotta go run and find him. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Get
a real for real.
Get
That's a
the
real thing. Look it up.
Who's gonna be my sponsor? I want Beaver to get a text every time I'm watching porn. It's gonna be real disturbing
idea
because
is-
it's gonna be Beaver. Beaver will be sitting there jacking off in his bed, and he's gonna get a notification on his phone as he's jacking off watching porn. That
My
I'm
idea
also
was-
watching porn.
My
Are we
idea was
watching the same porn, bro?
my idea was that we all get it, and we can do like a contest to see who like maybe raise money for something, some charity or something.
Who jerks
And
off
who
the
jerks
most?
off?
So,
more?
yeah, and we can all put it on our phones,
I'll
and
tell you-
anytime any of us watch porn on our phones, it sends an alert to all 3 of us.
I'm gonna tell you
But
what.
what
that
if
would
we're not
be
using
epic.
porn though?
I'm gonna tell you
That would
what,
be
Chris.
epic.
You're gonna pay the most money to that charity.
I think so.
I mean, I jack off a lot, but I don't think I jack
can
off
just
as much as
imagine-
you do.
I don't jack off a lot.
No.
Probably once a day at least. Is that a lot?
I mean, more than me. So
I mean, you got to clear your head, man.
yeah,
I
well,
do it mostly
literally.
before I go to bed.
A lot of stress.
I just straight up said I jerk off once a day. Is that a lot?
I mean, roundabout.
Well, it's not as much as Beaver did in one day.
No,
How
Beaver
many was
did
that?
10.
Hey, it was 10. I at least jack off. I at least jack off once before
Dude,
I
would turn
I
my
helps calm me
notifications
down.
off.
It helps calm me down once before going to sleep.
Oh yeah, well,
Hey.
You know what? It's funny is I picture me at the end of this month doing a kind of this month Beaver raised $31 to the American Prostate Association. I raised $37 to the American Cancer Association. Mike raised $17 to the Humane Society. Chris is going to go ahead and donate $2,300
to some random porn star's GoFundMe that he found on Twitter.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yes, subs, 10,000 subs.
Yeah, Mia Khalifa's house in Australia caught on fire last week, and Chris is going to go ahead and send her $2,300 to get that Patreon back running.
I'm with you on the before you go to bed though, Beef. What sucks is like when you do it and then you get caught up on something on your phone and you don't fall asleep right away and you're like, fuck, I gotta do it again.
what do you get caught up on?
Yeah,
like you got to
it's really bad
masturbate
when
again.
No, like the Rockets game goes to overtime, you know.
And you sit there.
Just got done pulling one off. I'm gonna finish the game.
Dude, you're sweating. I gotta calm myself down.
You're a filthy fucking mess. You haven't even cleaned up yet. You finished watching the game. You dirty motherfucker.
I have been so fucked up and went to jerk off and fell asleep with my dick in my hand.
What if you forget to clean it though?
I'm just saying, like I didn't finish. I literally fell asleep mid jerk.
I'm asking if you forget to finish though.
You
finish, but you forget to clean yourself.
Beaver, I would rather you never talk about me finishing.
You finish and then just forget to clean up.
Have you ever finished and not cleaned up?
I
did one time. I remember.
You have or he has? And why were you in the same room?
I was super fucked up, and I just busted on my fucking shirt, and I just remember like an hour later,
fucking Superman that hoe.
I remember looking down like an hour later, like, oh shit, I've still got the same fucking shirt. What are these white stains from? Oh shit, that's my.
I passed out, so I
did you two bust on a shirt then?
No, I didn't bust on a shirt.
He just wondered why his comforter was stuck to his stomach.
No, I just wondered why.
Beaver just lets it go in the bed and just goes to sleep. He has his own wet spot.
Yeah, the dogs will lick it up.
Like the left side of his bed just crusted.
Come here, Chandler. Come here.
That should be a skit on
Chandler, come here.
That's your support animal.
Dude, he supports your nasty ass. Cleaning up.
Yeah, he walks in the other room. Chandler's already licking Rob's ass. Spread cheeks.
Hey, come here, buddy. I got a job for you.
Tastes like fucking chicken tenders and mac and cheese.
That's it. That's all it does.
Your semen tastes horrible, probably. Did. No fruits in his diet.
We actually talked.
Hey, actually, I did buy oranges and grapes today.
Yeah, but did you eat them?
I will be consuming them. What the hell?
We literally talked about that. Sorry, I'm adjusting the mic volume a little bit. We did talk about that at work this week about how, I mean, is it true? Because I don't know how it got brought up, but somebody said, yeah, apparently, when you do drink pineapple juice, it makes your jizz taste better.
Yeah, diced pineapples. Rick Ross taught us that.
Yeah, diced pineapple.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I mean, so what I'm picturing, Beaver, is no girl you have sex with is taking a shot to the mouth.
That would require a girl to actually have sex with me.
Yeah, you're right. And to suck your dick.
Yes.
When's the last time you got a decent blowjob?
Never. I've never been laid.
Oh, okay. Mike, let's take a bet. Who got the last decent blowjob? Chris Duncan or Beaver?
Probably Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
I'll bet that.
Chris, have you got your dick sucked in 2020 yet?
No.
Did you get your dick sucked in 2019?
Oh yeah.
Beaver, have you got your dick sucked in 2020?
It's a special occasion.
Again,
Special
never
occasion,
required me to
birthdays.
actually ever.
What about 2019?
No.
Yes, I win.
You didn't get a single blowjob in 2019?
I told you this would require somebody to actually want to do stuff.
Get near, take a shower more. They're
Take a shower, shave that
God
fur
damn.
off your face.
Shave that
I'm
fur off your face.
I'm trying to go to the gym,
Maybe
let's lower those standards a little bit.
That's what it is, buddy.
Maybe your weight limit should go from 200 to 240.
Yeah,
You know,
let's pump that weight limit up a little bit.
Might have to go 300, but hey,
You'll be getting that thing sucked in no time. Just let me go to one Pacer game with you. I'll get it sucked.
Excuse us
by me,
Excuse us,
motherfucker.
what's that?
excuse me.
I just
Beaver's down in
One
it,
particular name that sits in Miles or Turner's block came to mind.
Everybody knows her.
Oh, you know her. You apparently have videos of her fucking squirting from back in the day.
You do?
I don't
Me
know what he's
or
talking
him?
about.
You do?
I don't have no
Oh, your
videos.
girlfriend.
No clue.
yeah,
His girlfriend?
Yeah, it's Duncan's wife.
Hey,
yeah.
He is a happily married man. All right.
Yeah.
I will have you know that.
He's married.
Yeah.
I was so fucked up.
Oh,
I
no.
seen you blow out the smoke, and I thought it was him spitting his water out.
No.
Eating edible, did you?
I wish.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I do want to say one thing. I this week or yesterday, last night. Holy shit! I DJ'd a homecoming for my hometown, Morristown, and I actually texted you guys. I said, is it bad that I can tell which of these girls have an active father in their life?
I don't think did anybody reply to that. I don't think anybody replied
It's
to that.
Morristown, so it's about 50%.
Right.
About
Yep.
30%. Yeah, a lot of them are drunk dads. You know. So can you not hear yourself?
No, there it
Is
is.
that better?
Yeah.
Does it feel good
There
right
it
there in your
is.
cock? Yeah. Yeah, because unfortunately, and it's funny because the principal that used to be at Morristown, and I've DJ'd their homecoming and prom like 6 of 8 times over the last 4 years, and their principal that just got released or whatever, fired. I don't know what happened, but he's not there anymore. He would literally go to prom, and if he seen 2 kids like grinding on their too much, he would like pull them apart. And I was like, man, and like he literally I would play like a really good song that I knew that the kids would fucking love and
Bump
dance
and
to.
grind.
That they would grind on each other too.
He saw
Yeah,
something
I know,
wrong with a
me.
little
I
bump.
know, it's probably like, I feel a little poke coming through.
Yeah, and I'd jump on stage and start singing it.
Remember
Yeah,
that song?
Old.
I've never played that at a prom. I've played it at every wedding I've ever done.
Have you?
Oh yeah, for sure. But
I wonder if she can tell I'm hard right now.
but I actually made the comment like the last time I did prom, I made the comment like to kind of shoot at him. I said, "Hey guys, make sure you leave a little room for Jesus in between you."
Yeah. Yeah.
But last night I heard they had a new principal, so I completely tested my boundaries last night.
How'd that go?
Well, because I got told, a couple years ago, I mean, there were several like real good fucking songs I couldn't play, like Gas Pedal.
Yeah.
It's just guaranteed to get people to go crazy. I couldn't play like damn near any Lil Jon fucking songs.
Never heard of Gas Pedal.
Never heard.
You've
That's
never
a
got-
song that everybody's twerking to forever and a day.
Yeah, I think Sage Gemini.
Yeah,
I
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not. It's not a song that I would say that I love or is
No,
lyrically.
I don't even think it's a good song, but
But
it gets people pumped up.
It definitely gets people.
Gets the
pumped up.
people moving.
Oh yeah, I
Gets the
played it.
people
I did
going.
Anderson's prom probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I would say Anderson's prom, of course, is a lot more ethnically diverse than a Morristown high school.
Really more diverse than Morristown.
I pulled out Gas Pedal, and that place fucking erupted. Like it was 300 people fucking each other. It was
Well, that's weird.
just what you want at prom. I mean, but seriously, like, granted, it's not. It's not because.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Trying
you
to get the kids going.
Hold on. It's not because. Hold on. I am catering to my crowd. It's not because I'm some fucking pervert. And what's
Not a
I
pervert.
know what they're there to do because I remember when I was at homecoming, I just wanted every girl in the school to fucking rub on my pecker for a few minutes.
yeah, but you still do that.
I still do that every prom I DJ. Yeah.
No, not at the prom. I'm just saying
No,
in
yeah,
life
yeah.
in
I
general.
haven't changed. Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. Yeah. Not calling me pedophile. I
No,
appreciate
I'm
that.
just calling you a pervert.
There's a difference.
There's no difference. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it was great. I got to test my boundaries last night, and I pulled out all the fucking dirty fucking songs.
Did it work out though? Did you?
Yeah,
get cut off?
if you look at Snapchat, I had girls on stage dancing. I was like, man, I was like, okay, it's turning into strip club in here. Okay, I'm gonna do my thing. This is not on me. Okay, you know.
Now, do any of them know that about highly inappropriate that were in the audience? Like
Here's the
kids?
thing: is we had 2 of our biggest fans are my 2 little cousins that listen to every show. Where they've sent me pictures of them wearing our shirts in school, straight
That's
up in
awesome.
school.
Proud of
Yeah,
them.
I have several.
Proud and a bit scared.
We have several under 18 listeners.
So they're probably at school going, dude, Matt's DJing home. It's gonna be lit.
yeah. Fucking Liddy in here.
I had a few kids Snapchat me and said, I didn't know you were going to be the DJ. I would have came this year. Oh, I was like, oh man.
Well,
I felt like
that's
a
cool.
fucking
That's
rock
cool to
star.
have a fan base like that though, because then the word just spreads.
I know, Mike.
Such a good role
you seem to
model.
be more popular with the older women.
I am.
I'm glad our
and their
Yeah.
daughters.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad our biggest fan base is underage high school kids.
Hey, we gotta have a market.
you got to
man.
start somewhere, man.
Start him young.
Just wait till we get the fucking porn star on here.
Yeah.
The sexual therapist. I'm gonna have some of my old high school teachers. That's another thing. Did I tell you about? I think I talked about this a couple episodes ago, but
Like the
we have
teachers are listening.
I have teachers.
so
Teachers are listening.
they're listening to you talk about fucking strip club after homecoming day.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
He's never to be back here ever.
Well, I'm guessing they're not listening right now to this episode anymore.
Oh, they will.
They've turned it off already.
They turned it off after
after the whole I used your toy the other night.
after Mike, I fucked me at Khalifa's
Yeah.
vagina the other night.
Jesus.
It's like I'm cutting this shit off. No, it was a thread. A couple teachers that I'm friends with on Facebook, and they were talking like my friends, and they were on like back and forth talking about the show. I'm like, oh, you listen to the show? I was like, I just went back and forth between them, and I was like, oh man, I was like, I'm kind of nervous. but I'm
I'm
like,
kind of curious which teachers it is, though.
They're probably
you
like,
could
"Man, we had
guess
no
it."
idea Bieber was fucking gay.
No,
It was probably more like, oh, we
Oh,
always knew.
Not surprised.
no,
at all.
there's one teacher I could guess, but the
Yeah.
other ones I'm not too entirely sure about. So
No, we're not too entirely sure about you, Beaver.
I knew it was going
well,
there.
you know nothing about me.
I'm not.
You know nothing about me.
Beaver's like,
I'm not too entirely sure.
I was not born a smart man.
I talk like a Dracula.
But I will. I will say this too. I will say this too about DJing any kind of school dance. They're the hardest thing to do because those little bastards will judge the fuck out of you.
Well, half of his clients.
Do you get on the mic? Like, do you go, get it on now? Get it on now?
Not quite that, but yeah.
like an obnoxious.
There's
Rap
some
DJ.
no. There's
pump it
some
up.
weddings. There's some weddings where I'll straight up get up on the mic and rap. I swear to God, I've
Yeah?
rapped Nelly several times at weddings, just because I'm in the mood and like
That's at the point where
I'm in the mood.
They're
AKA, I hit
they're
my
like-
pin a couple times.
the wife looks at the husband and says, "Wow, this DJ's really drunk
it's
right
like
now."
AKA there's an open bar and I don't have my daughter that weekend.
yeah.
And that's what
That's
the great thing
perfect.
is. Almost everybody encourages me to get drunk, and people know me as the partier, and I always say like if I'm having fun, I know everybody else is having fun. So that's kind of like my goal when I'm DJing.
Awesome.
And that's the same thing even when I'm doing a prom. I'm like, no, and I unfortunately did not hit my pin last night.
That might be the case with DJing, but it's probably not the case like with women in the bed, right? Like
What do you mean?
if you're having fun, you know they're having fun.
Well, not by the story we heard earlier.
Well, yeah, that's only the one instance.
I know, but I like
Usually,
to bring it up.
yeah, usually I only cry after sex. So
Yeah.
That's the first time we've had one cry before sex. So
I was talking about stuff not being forced, and I forced that one.
Yeah.
That's on me.
That's all right.
Hey, Jacoby Brissett.
yeah, so,
For those who don't know, our running joke is whenever it's on my bad, you do the
Jacoby
Jacoby
Brissett.
Brissett
Jacoby
face and pat your chest.
And
That's
pat
all.
your
That's what we've
chest,
seen
yeah.
all year on overthrows,
yeah, I should probably.
sacks.
That's what I did to her actually. After I was like, I tried to take her virginity away.
My bad.
She's like,
My
I
bad.
was like,
yeah, my bad.
that's my bad. That's my bad.
My bad, girl.
My bad. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't help it.
I'm a
You got-
horrible
you been
person.
fucking rubbing on my penis for fucking an
I mean,
hour now.
Beaver, you ready to move on? I see. I see him.
He's ready to
fight.
cut
He's
me.
ready
He's
to
ready to
go.
cut
That's
me.
how
No,
I've been watching it.
I was
I tell you
looking.
what,
I was
though.
looking at what time it was and wondering.
Quit it, dude. What, you got masturbation
You know, it's
date?
awesome.
I do.
Calm down.
I swear to God, I was thinking when I'm writing the outline for the show, I was like, man, not a lot happened this week. We don't really have a topic. And it's hilarious is we're literally an hour into the show. We have not done anything that's on the notes.
These are the best ones. These
You
are
know,
the ones
so
that
dude,
like
I agree with Chris because I don't even fucking care if we have a script because I think that this is the
It
most.
means less
Definitely
sports
need to
talk.
have a
No,
script.
I don't care about that. But this is, to me, this is the most fun, and I'm more energetic now than I would be going off a fucking.
Just wait
list.
till
Yeah.
just wait till Duncan puts his thumb in your ass.
Well, I'm gonna be energized.
we can slim the list down a little bit.
Yeah,
There's
all
some-
right.
The only reason I ever
But-
made a script is because we did a few where we had no notes at all, and there was a few points where I'm like, oh, it was like
Yeah,
it
gets
was
a
like
little stuck.
it was like shit Hank from King of the Hill. Like, yep, We're just all sitting there on the mic. Yeah.
I'm pounding beers.
Yeah.
like Boomhauer.
I mean, because that was all of our early podcasts were just me getting fucking trashed. I was hammered.
Yeah, but I think though that now that we're all pretty comfortable with it, I mean, maybe we can still make a list, but not as exaggerated. Because like I said, I watched the first podcast of you and and I've seen the first podcast of you and Chris, and both of them were like stalemates. Everybody's like,
I know a lot of people at work.
I was just like, is this fucking asshole gonna talk?
A lot of people at work always come to me like when we do like an hour and a half, and they're like, "You only do one a week." You know, they always want it to be longer because it's for their drive in. So like they look forward to Mondays because they have something to listen to. And
tell them to listen to
maybe we should
else.
fucking bullshit and do a list and just put out 2 shows a week.
Jesus Christ, you're asking an awful lot, sir.
Maybe we should jerk off.
Maybe.
Hey, Mike, just quit your job, all right? Just quit your job.
Like how am I supposed to do 2 episodes a week? We're gonna pump 2 out on each Sunday.
No, we just do it like 3 hours on Sunday and then
cut
it in half.
He's saying without you.
Put one out and put one out.
I think that maybe you should tell your friends that we've got more than one fucking episode.
Oh, they're caught up.
Well, I think that they should probably re-listen because there's little nuggets of awesomeness in all of them that you missed the first time.
Well, if this is any notice, I think this show should cover their whole fucking drive. So
yeah, every now and then we rip a 2 hour and it's nice.
Yeah, real.
And it's looking like we're on our way to that right now.
Speaking of something nice, we do have a segment every week called "Would You Post Bail?" where we pull up a female that has been arrested in the nearby area. We picked Shelby County this week, and I got to old Mrs. Chelsea Chadwick, who is a young female, 26 years old. She was arrested for dealing in cocaine or narcotic drug. And by the way, this means she was arrested. Doesn't mean she was charged. So just got to clear the air there. Okay, but based on her looks, and the segment is based on the looks, would you post or not?
I'm gonna go with a no.
I think she's hot. I'm definitely going. Beaver, get up so you can see this. Very beautiful lady.
Oh, so hey, I'm gonna purchase that. What is that? Ecamm.
Okay.
Ecamm.
Yep.
And so that way we can actually post this on the live stream.
Yeah, post the chicks.
Mugshot. So that everybody's more involved, and
hopefully your family's listening that week.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, we're talking about how Beaver wants to have sex with this chick, so he'll post bail.
My question.
I wouldn't post.
I wouldn't either.
I'm asking how much is the bail? That's what I'm asking.
I'm gonna say it's probably like $1,000.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's a little
You're
steep.
out.
It's a little steep.
This whole busted newspaper thing's got me thinking of a great porn plot though. like a Bang Brothers like live kind of thing, like with the bus, and we just roll up to county jails
and pull bitches out of the prison
and just be like, hey, we'll post your bail if you come get in the bus and suck Beaver's dick.
Because he needs it. You're 350, right? 350.
Beaver definitely doesn't have porn dick. He barely has Shelby County whore dick. Go ahead, Beaver.
I was saying they will definitely refuse if you bring me into the picture.
Nah, they would like it, dude.
I'm just trying to think what kind of porn. Do you guys ever read the porn reviews on like Pornhub?
No,
I do all the time. I think they're fucking hilarious.
I get in and get out, man.
Get into
That sounds like your sex life, right there.
Get in, clear history, get out. I don't spend too much time.
What happens when you have a wife? You got to clear that browser history.
Yeah, maybe this is why I need to talk to the sex therapist.
Matt's like, oh no, that's done. Let's see what her favorite things are. Let's read up on her.
Yeah. Well, sometimes comments are good too because they'll like name off the porn stars in the movie. Like.
I've always seen the "Who is this chick?"
Oh yeah. You scroll through like, hey, who's this? Anybody got any more? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. I got it. I'm fucking getting soft here. I need some more.
I'm just thinking what the porn comments would be like if Beaver starred in a porno.
That would be empty. It'd say 0 comments.
Zero people have watched this.
It would end in 10 seconds, and they would wonder, why was this even posted?
That's what we thought about Chris's marriage too. But we thought it would end in 10 seconds and be like, why was this posted?
Let's put highly inappropriate on Pornhub, like I said prior, and we'll get a 10-second video of Beaver and see how many likes it can get.
Yes.
Let's please not do that.
Why does his face look like that?
No, we won't put your face in it, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Why is
his dick shaped like that?
Yeah, shaped like
we'll like we can label it something awesome too.
Yeah,
like
the beaver that never gets beaver.
Caveman jerks
like that. Caveman jerks off.
Caveman jerks off
into clay pot.
We have a real Neanderthal here on the show.
It'd be Bear fucks Mia Khalifa's asshole.
Yeah,
300 pounds at a beaver.
A couple females have told me that Beaver likes to grunt during sex.
No.
I think you should grunt as you're masturbating.
Do you
Beaver.
grunt during sex?
Are you a grunter, Beaver?
That would require me to have sex.
I mean, in past experience.
Do you grunt when you jerk off? I just imagine Rob's over there getting his asshole licked by his dog and just hears Beaver going. Oh, Beaver.
And then Rob's like, it sounds like Beaver needs you in there, buddy.
We just lost the rest of our viewers there.
Yeah, they're out.
All right, let's talk about Mike's favorite part of the show. We have to cover the Super Bowl. Obviously, it's
didn't
next
we
week.
just do sports?
No, but
that was Kobe.
But I remember what I was going to say earlier. So I think I'm going to try to set up an earlier show next week, and we do the Super Bowl preview like we did last year. It was fucking a blast. It
was a lot of fun.
We got hammered, hung out with some babes. Beaver, you weren't there.
Good time, man. It really was.
I had some issues at the time.
Yeah, but Mike, we need you there because I think we'll need 6 mics for the
What
show.
are we doing?
Hopefully going to a bar. I'm going to set something up.
Where at?
I have no idea yet.
I don't have to work that Monday or have it off.
What day is it?
I'm always off Monday.
This next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah.
Bar.
Sunday.
Sunday.
You don't know what bar?
No.
Hey,
What did
Took the kill last time.
what was your Super Bowl pick, by the way? Last week.
Me and Bieber the same.
Yeah, we predicted right. San Fran and
Kansas City, and we took Kansas.
I took Titans.
Did we pick a winner? We just picked those two, right?
Yeah, we just picked the two. We
That's
didn't
what
pick
I'm
a
saying.
Super
I'm
Bowl.
I was
taking
just gonna ask
San
you-
Francisco.
You're taking San Fran?
I like them a lot.
You took Tennessee last week, didn't you?
Yeah,
he lost
I thought
both.
Tennessee was going to be just a Cinderella team. No, I didn't know. I said Tennessee and San Fran. That was my pick.
You
No,
got San Fran right.
Yep.
You just picked Tennessee.
It's
Talking shit.
because Green Bay with Rob is what I was thinking of.
Oh.
But he take that pretty hard.
Nah,
He moved on pretty in about 3
pretty
minutes. He's like, "Hey Chandler, come here. I got the peanut butter."
Come look what I got out of Bieber's room.
He's walking out of the room with a big 12-inch fucking pink dildo.
He's walking out with that butthole.
Peanut butter inside of it.
that butthole.
His cat's meowing.
Yeah, I'm going Kansas City this week.
Beaver, have you ever jerked off and your cat's like fucking like purred, like, rubbed your leg and purred like as you're
No.
Like knit.
that would ruin it for me. That's all I'm saying.
What's it called where they do their little paws?
Kneading.
Yeah, that would ruin it. for
Kneading
me.
your leg while
Trying to
you're
get comfy.
fucking
No.
while you're fucking me as butthole.
I'll tell you what.
Please no.
I'll tell you what. What that jerking off in I've got a lot of jerking off stories.
I bet you do.
I was jerking off in I didn't have my door latched. Apparently, my dogs come fucking just barreling through my fucking door. They just
While watching
ran
the
through
tranny
it.
porn.
And I just scared the fuck out of me. Instantly lost my heart on. Go back to your story, Beaver. Who are you making for the Super Bowl?
I was saying that I'm going with Kansas City, and I would like to say that I actually got to see the Super Bowl champs in person at the stadium.
Congratulations, Beaver.
So I'd rather
I
go
will.
back to talking about
Good job,
jacking
man.
off.
I will
Yeah.
say.
Who needs fucking blowjobs when you can say you saw the Super Bowl champions live in their stadium?
Exactly.
Good job, Beaver.
That's a good year.
Hey, I got to see them
That's a good
lose.
year.
I got to see them lose.
That
in their
is true.
stadium.
That was a great Colts game to go to. That's probably the
It
best
was.
one to go to this year.
It was.
Out of all of them.
Yeah. Wow. So here's my thinking. I think this game is going to be a lot like the Super Bowl
Seahawks, Denver.
Denver
I knew
Broncos.
you were gonna say that.
Yeah, and I just think that man, that Niners defense is mean.
Jimmy
but
G.
can people stop? People are like, yeah, can Jimmy
Right.
G keep up with Patrick Mahomes? I don't think he's going to need to.
I mean, people forget what he did in New Orleans.
That being said, I really want to see Andy Reid win a Super Bowl.
I can say that, but right now they got the Chiefs as the favorite, which is the public pick. Points are sexy. That's
I'm
what
going
everybody's
Niners. If
wanting
I'm
to
a betting
pick.
man, I'm going Niners. I'll be cheering for the
But
Chiefs, though.
you can mark my words. Saturday, probably a little bit Saturday, but Sunday morning,
It's going to
that
switch.
line is going to fucking
Flip.
jump. Yeah, the Sharps are going to hammer the fucking Niners on Sunday morning.
Yep.
They're letting it get up there right now.
He's an expert now. He's been following this website for 3 weeks and reading
I mean,
all the
it's-
blogs.
He's got an MMA expert.
Pretty much. Like,
Speaking
I mean,
of,
I'm thinking about
why don't
just,
you do more betting shows?
I know I want to, but I don't know how to do it by myself.
That's never
how you-
stopped you before.
Is this
got
how you
all
roll
the
when you start
equipment.
jerking off? Or
I'm thinking about I want to start like a group text, and I'm going to charge people $5 a month to be in the group text.
sounds
And
cool because you're going to get
I
30
will
people
just-
in there and it's going to be nonstop.
OnlyFans.
I won't ever listen to them, and all I'll ever do, what I'm saying is all I'll ever do
Them
is
motherfuckers.
Are you-
Yep, go ahead.
Damn, he just got beavered.
all I'll ever
What
do
are you going to do?
is throw my picks into it. That's it. I won't walk. And
I was just gonna mute them bitches.
if I get a pick, just bam, throw it out there.
What are you gonna do when they're like cussing you and shit? You gonna come back and
Mute it. They won't because they're gonna win money.
what are they gonna do when they figure out that
What
you're-
happens when they lose?
What they do? They're paying for Duncan's list here. Duncan's group chain text. They're paying for. I can't talk. They're paying for his text, and they figure out that you're actually paying for another website, and that's where you're getting your picks.
I just go to them for it. Like if I'm thinking something and they back
This
it,
business
then,
is going under in a year. Calling it. No, I'm saying you definitely should do a show though.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Beaver?
kind of tough, man.
Also, it's
You do a show every Sunday.
Yeah.
it's kind
What's
of
the
rough.
It's kind of
difference?
rough, dude.
Tom Brady's prepared to meet with other teams other than the Patriots. You think it's official? He's definitely going to another team.
Yeah.
I think it's for sure. I think he's trying to prove something to Bill Belichick. I guarantee behind closed doors, Belichick's probably like, "Hey, bro, you don't have it anymore."
Yeah.
And Belichick
Yeah.
and Brady's like, "Fuck you. I'm gonna go do whatever."
He's definitely going somewhere.
I personally think he don't have it no more. But okay, Duncan, you're like, he's my favorite player. I don't know how I feel about this.
I haven't whacked off to him in
Make a
like
prediction.
weeks.
I
He's
watched
gonna,
your,
he's gonna be a
uh,
Charger.
I watched your Jordan Love videos. I can see that.
Yeah.
But I don't think we take him first round. Go ahead and get your pass rusher, and if he's there, like first
I
pick in
think
the
we
second.
get. I think it's his
They're,
stock is up.
they're talking
high right
Love
now.
like top 15 now.
No,
Yeah,
really?
His stock's
That's what they're
up
talking
way
about.
up.
Over Herbert's.
Not over him. Herbert's like they're talking.
My friend Herbert's the guy who was on our
Yeah.
show. Yeah,
No, they're talking
Six
Herbert's
rounder.
like top
Herbert.
like 10.
Herbert top 10.
Yeah, that's what
Who
they're talking about.
other? All right, I don't want to dive too much into this sports talk, but
we're gonna bring up one thing.
Miami,
NFL draft related.
Miami, number one Burrow to Cincinnati. Miami, if they take two or whatever. Who else needs a quarterback and none of us?
San Diego now currently.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's going.
But
If they
draft
do.
somebody and put him behind Brady.
Carolina possibly if they don't want to go back to Cam.
Yeah, that's okay.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
can see that.
I feel like there's another team in there that I'm not necessarily thinking off the top of my head. but
Gotcha. All right, that's all I was just thinking.
I think
can't
I
leave
think
it
there'll
there.
be 3 quarterbacks taken by the time it gets to us.
Yeah.
I'm just predicting
That'll be the first time in a long time
that what?
that quarterbacks went that fast like that.
No, it's like damn near every year. I think.
No, not top 10.
They get overdrafted
There
a
ain't
lot.
3 or 4 in the top 10 every year. I tell you that.
I mean, I'm okay with us getting the 4th or 5th quarterback. Because here's the thing: is I don't think Chris Ballard is going to stretch to get a quarterback. I think if the guy is there that he wants.
He wants to do best available. Go ahead and let Brissett get us the first pick next year. Get
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence. He's smart. He's looking at the future.
That's your prediction right there.
That's my fucking prayer every night before.
All I gotta say,
every night before I masturbate and go to sleep. That's
That
what I
the
pray
Patriots
for.
get Trevor Lawrence.
I've no, honestly, because with Brissett, if Brissett's our quarterback next year, it's going to be kind of rough for me. Because it's like, as a Colts fan, I never want the Colts to lose, but I'm also like, man, I kind of don't want to see this guy as our quarterback anymore, unless he comes out.
I don't want him
I
to
feel
lose,
like I'm
but it
not
makes
as down
losing
on
a
him.
little better.
Yeah,
That's how it was with Luck. Like it sucked losing every game. I watched and was pissed.
I was
But at the end of the
all-
day, I was like, I guess we're one more
I was
closer,
dead-
one more game closer to Luck.
You
I was
were
dead
against
set-
losing for luck.
I
You
was
were
dead
against
set.
that.
I was dead set on Peyton Manning's going to be a Colt until Peyton Manning's announcement. Then I was like, let's check out this guy's highlights. Let's make sure that I'm okay with him being our quarterback.
You were so against it. I was all for it at
Yeah,
that point in time.
I was like, fuck Luck. Peyton Manning's our quarterback. That was actually my first time on the Hammer and Idol show was talking about this. I said, fuck Luck.
You think we would have got one more if Peyton stayed?
We'd have figured it out.
I don't think so, dude.
I don't think so. The
That
core
GM
was
would've
the
got
boss.
him
kinda-
murdered.
Yeah, we were in a
There
cat
have been
mess.
dead babies popping out of his neck, dude.
Dead
If he-
babies
if he
just
was
fucking
behind
popping
that-
out.
He was behind that Swiss
Oh,
cheese.
we got another
fucking-
fetus here on the.
He was behind, if Peyton Manning was behind that Swiss cheese line that we had around.
Yeah, it was bad.
It would have been career done.
I'm just gonna say because Peyton Manning's a generational quarterback, he can win with a bunch of losers around him.
He
'Cause
could, but he wasn't going to win
that
a Super
last
Bowl.
year,
You got to have time to throw. That
You
line was
understand
horrible.
that last year, that Peyton was here, that our 2 best receivers was Pierre Garçon and what's the other guy? Blair White. Then Garçon was hurt for part of the year. Reggie Wayne, I think, was also hurt part of that year. Blair White was our lead, like one of our leading receivers.
The defense was shit.
dog shit. Our line was dog shit.
I used to
too.
call it the Blair White Project.
Blair White.
That's what I used to call him, like
That's
the Blair
real-
Witch.
that's
Seen
That's
the
real
so
play on it.
original.
That's real
So
fucking-
original.
That's super
Yeah,
gay.
I came up with that all by myself.
Yeah, so original.
The only thing I'm going to say about the draft, though, is how about they're going to stage this motherfucker? The stage for the 2020 NFL draft in Las Vegas will be on the water at the Fountains of Bellagio, which is badass.
Hovering over the water.
So
I'm just
they're gonna
picturing, like,
vote him in to
Who's
the
going to
stage.
throw
Yeah,
Goodell?
boats.
I think somebody's got to throw Goodell in the water.
McAfee.
Yeah.
No,
Just spear his
Pat
ass.
said on his show he's not going. They
Oh, he's
asked
not?
him to go, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got to." He said, "Where's it at?" He didn't know.
There's your co-star.
Oh, She send you a picture back?
That's on her face.
She has a nose ring. That's a no go.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
So,
I'm sorry.
So do you think this is a good idea that they had, or a not so great idea?
I love it. I think it'd be
You like it?
I think it's cool.
I
They
mean,
can shoot
I
the
think if-
fucking the fountain things off on the pics and stuff.
I'm just thinking as if I'm getting picked in the NFL, this is kind of a hot. It's like whoa.
I think a
holy
water
shit.
background is cool to have, but it being right on the water.
The logistics are going to be
not-
interesting because
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
usually at the draft you have all like the team tables up front, the people that
Mhm.
fill out the cards and give it to whoever and it's just I don't see logistically how they pull it off. But hey, they got it figured out.
Are
I
they
think
all,
it's
are
gonna
they
be
all
awesome.
still going to be out there on the water? Like,
Maybe you
they
got to
normally
call
are?
him and ask him that.
It's just something I'm curious about. Hey,
By the way,
have
I
more
think-
draft talk.
But they asked Pat if he would do it, and he said no because he has a self ban on Las Vegas.
He
He's like
put a self band as lost.
on himself.
That's
He
hilarious.
said until he has $100 million in the bank, he's not going back to Las Vegas. It's like a promise to himself.
That's
So he
hilarious.
told ESPN no
I think
when
the
they
way,
asked him to go help.
unless
cover it.
unless he gets a crazy deal, that dude spends money.
He said he's got a self ban on Vegas. I thought that was
That's
funny.
hilarious. God love him. God
He would
love him.
definitely jump in there.
And the next,
he is working for ESPN, so I mean, they could tell
They-
him that he needs to.
They asked him. He said nope.
do you want to cover the next chapter in the AB? Fucking.
He going to
He
jail.
got bond. He's out.
Yeah, he's out. He's out
Oh,
of
he's
jail.
out.
Like 110,000. That's pretty
Is
steep.
it still with the wife? I didn't even.
They said
Look,
he
it's
could
to the
get
point
life.
that I have an update on this fucking clown every day.
Every day there's
and
new something new.
I've stopped even opening them up and reading.
And they
it.
say he could get.
I'm
they,
done with it.
they totally
I've stopped even looking at
They
it.
totally racist because they said he faces life in prison. He could
Yeah.
face life in prison.
But how awesome is it that every story that comes out now about him, he's wearing a Patriots uniform?
Oh no, I love it.
Like every time he does something, like the
Perfect.
picture of him, he's not in the
Catching-
Steelers
yeah, him
uniform.
and-
He's
him
not,
and Tom Brady
it's him
standing around.
standing in that Patriots uniform on
Man.
everything.
Man, these Patriots attract a lot of criminals. Yeah.
Make him proud. Make him
Yeah,
proud.
so
AB.
I don't know the exact, but he apparently like beat up somebody, assaulted a guy.
He stole from the back of a truck.
He's a rapper. Dude.
You gotta like this guy's gotta die. We gotta study his brain for sure.
He's got CTE. Dude.
Oh, he's
That's
got
perfect. I've said
something.
it 1,000 million 100 times on here.
You fucked him.
Since the
For
Vontaze
life.
Burfict hit, he's been fucking
A train wreck.
cuckoo.
A guy's not
CTE.
a guy is not a train wreck. Larry Fitzgerald is now a part
One of the
owner of the
greatest.
Suns.
One of the greatest.
One of my
One
favorite
of the greatest
non-Colts.
active athletes out of any sport.
Yeah,
He's
amazing.
awesome. Love
And
him.
it's crazy to think is he's actually in reach of Jerry Rice's records. Like if he plays a couple
I mean,
more
he's
seasons,
been playing for
He's
fucking
not gonna.
35
He's not gonna get
years.
Jerry. He's not gonna get Jerry.
Beaver, you negative pussy. Okay.
He is not going to get
No,
Jerry.
I think realistically he doesn't, but he's in striking
Not with Kyler
distance.
Murray.
Yeah, not with Kyler Murray.
Not with little baby Yoda back there slinging the pigskin at him.
I can't believe people actually think that he had a legit chance of being a good NFL quarterback.
Oh, he'll be all right.
No,
I think
he
he could be good.
He had a
I'm just
okay
saying the reason he
rookie
won't get it is
season.
he's young,
he's
but
gonna be great in the
he
XFL.
could end up being all right.
He's gonna be real
He
great.
had an okay rookie
All
year.
right, well,
He did.
I'll disagree with you there. I think he could be all right.
Yeah, 4 years.
He's like a Russell Wilson kind
There
of
will
guy.
be. I don't know if there
He's
will
like
be somebody
5'9".
that touches Jerry Rice's records. I don't know if there will be.
in
Nice.
today's league where they fucking throw.
So,
then
yeah.
it's
Even
gonna
then,
happen, dude. It'll
Every
eventually
record,
happen.
every record.
Jerry
That's what-
Rice's
they were showing a
records are
statistic
so
today
insane, though.
about Dan Marino and Peyton Manning. The fact that Russell Wilson has the same amount of touchdowns, but like half as many interceptions. It's like, well, in this league, you can't play press coverage like they used to. You can't be as physical with the receiver. So of course, it's harder. I mean, it's literally it's easier not to throw interceptions now because the defenders can't do half the shit they used to be
Yeah.
able to.
I mean, the older I get, the more I buy into the records are made to be broken because
Yeah.
it happens, man. People get better, people get
It
stronger,
happens,
people get
but
faster.
Jerry Rice was that insane with his records, though.
Oh,
That's
Rice
like-
he's the GOAT. But I'm just saying, like,
it's-
eventually you're going to get somebody with his caliber of fucking athleticism.
I mean, there's a
and
lot of
talent, and he's going to fall into the right system, and he's going to come in young with a quarterback that's a fucking stud,
Michael
and they're going to
Thomas.
and they'll stay together forever.
Michael
and then
Thomas.
if when Drew Brees leaves, if somebody else comes back in there,
But it's
the
interesting. I don't
to
think
the
there's any
same
chance
caliber.
he leaves. I don't think there's any chance he retires.
who Brees, he's
Yeah.
going to play until Thomas's career's done.
No, I think he's gonna. I think
What
he's
I'm
gonna
saying
come
is
back.
eventually he's going to have to retire, and Thomas will still be there.
Yeah.
So whoever fills in after him
They
is
gotta
going to have to
resign Teddy.
continue the volume to him that Brees was. You know what I mean?
Speaking of retirements, we had one in the NFL just recently.
Did he just
Eli
cut that?
I
Manning.
like it. Let him go. Let him go.
Eli Manning finally retired after.
Is he a Hall of Famer, Beaver?
I'm going to go with no.
Oh man,
If his last name wasn't Manning, his last name is Manning. He's a Hall of Famer.
he's going to the Hall.
That's
of Fame.
that. I mean,
Well, Archie's not a
Simple
Hall
as
of
that.
Famer.
He will be eventually. I mean, they're gonna have their own little wing, dude. Like, they're like outside of football and everything.
It's gonna be Arch, Peyton's son,
big,
Marshall.
You know what I mean?
Marshall
Like how
Manning.
big that name is. And
The little nephew or whatever that is.
I just said it, Arch
Cooper's-
Manning.
That's Cooper Manning's son, I believe.
Arch, that's what he just
Yeah,
said.
you just
Arch.
need to pay
Okay,
attention,
sorry,
dude.
I'm not paying
If you're
attention.
gonna cuck me, pay attention, asshole.
I'm just thinking about cucking you. That's all I'm thinking about right now.
It's kind of gay.
But
Go ahead.
Eli, the season numbers don't really add up to Hall of Fame numbers.
He's got 2 Super Bowls. He beat
He's
the
one
Patriots.
of
in both.
he's one of like 8
those are-
quarterbacks that have multiple
And
Super Bowls.
And he's like 500, I think, for a career too.
He's
His
seventh.
ending,
Seventh in
his
all-time
ending record was
touchdowns.
500.
He's for sure going to the Hall of Fame. For sure.
It won't be first ballot. He'll be fucking old. Like we'll all be old fucks, probably doing highly inappropriate. And we'll be like, "Oh, Eli got in this year."
I'm calling no on it. You two are calling yes on it. There we go.
All right, thanks, Beaver.
All right, baby.
How about
now
the
shut the fuck up and
Know your goddamn place.
How about the Las Vegas Raiders?
what do we do? What happened? I didn't see it. Oh my god!
They officially. What the fuck? Are you
Why'd
sure
you
you're
sound
not
like
the
a
high
fucking
one?
schoolgirl?
No, just
What
fucking
happened?
with you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to be.
They
that
announced
guy.
they announced the Las Vegas Raiders. How
Yeah.
long before players are suspended for the gambling, cocaine?
You've been calling that since day
hookers?
one, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this show, Matt, has been calling that since day one. That's going to happen.
That happens everywhere.
I know.
It's just going to be made worse with fucking Vegas. But I mean, are you excited for there to be a Vegas team, Dunkman? Are you excited for there to be a Vegas
I could
team?
give a fuck less.
I can't wait for the drama.
As long as they're not called the Las Vegas Cold, the Cold Left Indy, I don't give a fuck where teams are at. I mean, I'm still probably going to call them Oakland.
Oakland?
Like I do San Diego.
I think
I always call
Diego.
I call the Chargers San Diego still.
it just sucks for the. It sucks for the old Raider faithful, man, because they are faithful as fuck.
They are, but
They'll get the Jags in like 3 years, bro.
By the way, Delonte West is a complete fucking mess right now. Like,
Yeah, hey, no jokes, dude. Mental illness is big. Like, don't joke about that.
no, fuck that. We're definitely joking.
we got
That's
serious
about
Dunkman here tonight.
The first thing I did is I went because there was something about LeBron saying, I hope he gets his help. I was like, I said that's so sweet of him to reach out for a stepdad like that.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think that was Delonte West. I thought it was a fake video that someone just was like joking around saying it was him. But
Yeah, mental health is a weird thing because
I was being sarcastic, by the way.
No, I'm
You
just
know what
saying.
I was doing.
I know for sure, but I'm saying like it's crazy to think that this guy was on top of the world, had all the money, and now he's.
I wouldn't say on top of the world. He was definitely successful, had things going his way.
He was.
he had more money
With
than all
some
of
money,
us.
yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
A lot of people have more money than all of us.
I don't know if it's more if it's as much.
Just
I don't know if it's
Thanks,
as
Mike,
much
for
In
your
this
perspective.
neighborhood, yeah.
mental illness as like he was definitely drug problem, right? Is it drugs too?
He
No,
definitely
for sure.
looked drunk.
He's doing
He
math or
definitely
something.
So I would say substance abuse over mental. And if you think mental issues are like real big, which they might be,
I
mean,
mean,
that's
everything's a
everybody.
mental issue.
I got mental issues. I
We
mean, if
know.
you listen to this show,
We're gonna
you know
cover
for a fucking fact I got mental issues.
Yeah,
And I hide them with my
beer.
alcohol intake and stuff like that.
you're an
and
alcoholic.
my sports betting. I fucking sweat. And I have anxiety, and I'm probably going to die early of a heart attack. But
Yeah, but
go
Great.
on.
what you should do is cut back on your drinking, exercise, and not masturbate so much.
And get that asshole checked out.
Yeah,
Amen.
But like I said earlier, dude, life
Do
is
something
precious.
sweet for your wife so she'll fuck you. Jesus Christ.
Buy her fucking flowers for once. Jesus.
Oh, quit it. Then she's gonna know he wants to fuck.
Yeah,
I buy her
I
flowers.
guarantee every time he walks in with flowers, she just sighs because she's like, he wants some pussy. This
Dude, I
piece of
swear to
shit.
God.
I sent her
So-
11 roses to her work one time, and I said, and the note said, "There's only 11 roses in there because you're the 12th."
Oh my God, that's
So-
why you don't get
Right,
laid.
I would have, if I was a girl, I'd file for divorce right there.
And,
So-
and later that
Yeah.
night, I jacked off in the bathroom while holding the roses, and a single
Crying.
tear fell out on top of my dick.
I know.
Hey, so
And your dick reacted like I did when the virgin
Yeah,
cried on
yeah.
me. Yeah. that's
so
cute.
will Dunkman actually do anything for Valentine's Day? That's my question.
Well, it
Yeah.
sucks.
What will you do for Valentine's
What will
Day?
you do?
That's
You're
a
the-
good
you're
question,
the only,
Beaver.
You're the only married man here. What will you do?
It depends on what the sports slate is that night. What we got going on.
Yeah, because I actually invite him. Going back to what we said
Depends on what
earlier,
kind of live action's going down.
going back
Terrible.
going back to what I said earlier about us hanging out and actually doing stuff together. Dunkman said he wanted to go to a heavy metal concert. There was a concert on Valentine's Day, and I sent it to him. He's like, "Oh, not on Valentine's Day, bro." I'm like, me being single for 5 years, I forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't even pay. It's Singles
I
Awareness
forget who
Day.
that band was. I forget who that was.
Head pee.
Oh, that'd be a good jam.
The one that gave us permission to play the music on
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. They're playing at one of the most historic fucking rock venues in the country.
What is Valentine's Day on? What day?
14th.
Friday.
I know the day, but like
Friday.
the day of the week.
I just said Friday.
It is a Friday.
Friday.
Hey, do you think
Can I bring Megan with us?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she's definitely not fucking.
It's at
you
the
there.
machine shop in Flint, Michigan.
Oh yeah, we ain't going.
No, this place is
I mean,
legendary.
they can't even drink water up there, dude.
Yeah, you can drink alcohol though.
Is
I
there
did
water
last-
fixed yet?
No,
I don't
Flint,
know.
Michigan's not.
I don't
It's
drink
still
anymore.
not.
You can still drink fucking alcohol.
You
though.
bring your own water, bud.
How's that not in the news still? Have they not had water for how long?
Dude, Kobe just
Years.
died. What
Kobe
the
just
fuck, bro?
died.
Dude, they haven't had water for. That's crazy.
We'll have to get new. Chris has kind of been an activist / empathetic piece of shit this episode. That's cute.
Yes.
Then we talk about masturbation for a while, and he comes back to normal. Speaking of master, okay, so Chris, I wanted to ask you this. We're gonna bring Mike back into the show
Hey,
now
how
because
are
we're gonna
ya?
talk back into other
These
shit.
fucking Grizzlies. God damn it.
All right,
All right. Go.
Chris, since your son was a wrestler,
Yeah.
okay, I was waiting for you to answer there. Good job. This week it surfaced a
seen
a
that.
father tackled son's opponent during a wrestling match, and so what happened in the video? Apparently, the kid's wrestling another kid, and he basically gets spiked on his head. And it looks a little intentional, in my opinion. You know,
It's-
like
I mean, it's wrestling.
wrestling shit
It's
happens.
wrestling, dude.
Wrestling.
Well, the kid's dad comes fucking barreling in and just tackles this fucking kid.
Nobody beats my kid's ass but me.
Yeah, exactly. What's your hot take on this?
Karen,
buddy?
hold my beer.
Did you ever feel like
Karen. No, this was big in the household as we were a wrestling family there at the Duncans.
Yeah,
And,
so you sat down at the table. I could see him like a Randy Marsh segment, like sitting down at the dinner table. And
I've never seen
I'm hearing no
parents
bell.
rush, but I mean, it like I've seen Megan's cried at wrestling events.
she's
Like
cried.
Thomas getting like arm barred or whatever, whatever. Like you could just know he's in pain and
Yeah,
yeah.
and she's like,
it's-
"Oh."
I mean, it was rough right at the first,
And
like
you're just thinking,
freshman,
"Bitch,
sophomore
shut up."
year, like get him off of it. People
Yeah.
yelling, like I
They
don't know.
took
But
their jobs.
as you got older, you realize what it is. But
That's-
I've
it's so
never seen
funny.
anything.
the
that-
difference between a
that high.
high school wrestling tournament and like a jiu-jitsu match, because there's some people who just sit there and watch people pass out from being choked. Like, I mean, just crazy shit. Go ahead. Is that what you're saying?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you
Yeah.
off one more time. Go ahead.
But yeah, I've never seen anybody get.
You never felt like you had
that
to storm it?
extent, No.
I don't know. As a protective parent, I can kind of see where the guy's coming from, but
No. You don't
Yeah.
do that.
I don't know, man. If somebody spikes my kid on their fucking head, I'm
It's part of the
pretty
game, bub.
right. No, I get
You
it.
go out there and get it.
I'm
No,
probably
I
gonna,
get it.
I'm gonna go slap my kid on the back of the head and be like, "Fucking, hey, get your shit straight.
Spike that person.
You can worry about CTE in your 50s, motherfucker. Go in there and smell some of these smelling salts and get back in there." No, that's gonna be your redneck ass, right?
It's usually the refs that get it that you see most of the time.
Shit.
With parents and
I'll
kids.
get into it with kid.
It's usually refs and parents than
Yeah.
it is the other kid, obviously.
Yeah.
I've seen that quite a bit. Parents getting tossed.
I tossed a few parents.
I mean, just this last
Salads.
girl, Lex, or I don't want to say her name, but just the last
He's
girls basketball game.
like, I'm not gonna say her name.
After he said that name.
I had a parent like, call it both ways, big guy, or something, yelling at a ref, and you just see the
He's like,
refs look
"Shut
up in the
the
stands.
fuck up!"
Yeah, you have it all the time. Dude. You get parents that don't know fucking jack shit about the
Oh.
sport their kids playing, but they think they're fucking
I've kicked out parents.
the
I used-
best analyst of whatever.
Oh, of
They don't know
course.
shit.
That's like any
It's fucking
sport.
terrible.
That's like any sport.
I usually sit all the way away from them,
Those are the parents that wish they would have did that when they were younger, or they did and failed.
or they live through their kids. Like
Yep.
there's nothing
Yep.
worse than a parent that lives their life through their kid. That's the saddest.
A
shit.
lot of parents do that.
It's the saddest shit to see, dude.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, I've kicked parents out of when I was the referee for Morristown Boys and Girls Club's flag football league. I used to be a referee, and I've kicked parents out of there just that were bitching about a call or whatever. Just
Proud of
so
you.
dumb.
Yeah.
People
I'm
are
like, hey,
idiots.
especially these kids are like 11 and under. I'm like, you're seriously getting this worked up about a
I
fucking.
remember
11?
Little League Baseball. My buddy's grandpa got banned from the park. Like kicked out like 2 or 3 games in
Just
a
'cause he was
row.
talking
An
shit
old
or
man.
what?
Oh yeah. And they banned him. Like
I love it.
you're not welcome back, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Little League Baseball, dude. That's people are crazy, man.
Not to drop some more bad news. Well, let's bring us some good news. Eminem dropped his 10th album in a row with the debut at #1. So people,
Yeah, past Kanye.
and why does the black community refuse to accept the fact that Eminem's the GOAT?
white.
Yeah.
It's because he's white.
Because he's white.
But I mean, if he was black, he would have sold half. He didn't have to graduate
Right,
from Lincoln High School to know that. Yeah.
So fuck school.
Which is
it's
true.
too cool to go
Yeah.
back.
Where's the fucking studio at?
Yeah.
Well, now we just got fucking banned.
No, I mean, I don't think we'll get banned for that.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
good.
Stating facts.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that it's upsetting that if Eminem was black with the same,
He wouldn't be as big. No way.
he wouldn't be as big, but
He'd
people
be-
would still be on his fucking nuts.
He'd be Redman.
Yeah. I bet it'd be bigger.
He'd be like Redman. Him and Redman's his favorite. I mean, I have a guy I work with from Detroit, and I guess Redman is huge in Detroit.
Really?
Yep.
Bad news this week. Ozzy came out and told the world he had Parkinson's, which sucks.
I figured he did.
That's the shaking thing.
Yeah.
He's a shaking thing. But here's the thing: he just announced a huge world tour. So I mean, apparently
You
he's
get it
not
from
that bad of shape.
smoking like metal pipes. So I mean, that's how he got it.
No, I mean, well, he's
I'm
smoked
pretty
a
sure
lot
you
of
can get
shit.
Parkinson's from not doing that.
Yeah. So I mean, apparently he's had it. So he fell last year because he had some pneumonia. And he ended up having to fall at his house because he was in an ATV accident about 20 years ago. So when he fell at his house, he dislodged some of the rods that were in his body from the ATV accident, which caused him a bunch of nerve pain. So he's been recovering from that. Had to cancel or postpone his world tour into 2020 because it's supposed to be his last world tour. He's only doing one-off events after this. And I've always said when Ozzy can't tour anymore, physically can't tour anymore, that's when he'll die because he literally lives to do what he does. I mean, like he's one of those guys.
That's just like how most people are, though. Once they slow down when they're in their older age, if they slow down, they're not doing stuff that they enjoy. It's over with, man.
A lot of drugs.
Well, yeah, that's to be.
Yeah.
That's Ozzy.
I'm sure that he'll do a lot more.
No, I mean, he's sober. He's been sober for several years now, but
Proud of Ozzy.
This guy might not have been sober though. Dad kills coyote with bare hands after it attacked his child in New Hampshire.
Legend.
This is definitely. I love this guy. Can we get his own reality show? So, a coyote attacked a pair of dogs, bit a woman, and skirmished with a vehicle before being killed by a father defending his family. And the guy barely had any bruise. He basically just took took the coyote and like ripped his, or was it a wolf or a coyote?
Is it the littler one? His old coyote.
The coyote just broke this motherfucker's neck. Because I did kick him square in the jaw. Once that put him into the ground, I was able to jump on him after that. This guy's got some fucking steel testicles, by the way.
I mean, it's his kid.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do it.
If a coyote drags your daughter off a fucking trail in New
I'm
Hampshire,
going down.
you're going down with her, or you're
yeah.
going to save her.
You're going down swinging. Yeah, for fucking sure. For sure. What about Orlando Brown coming out this week and saying Nick Cannon sucked his dick?
That was awesome.
I mean, that's probably true.
I mean,
I might be pandering a little bit to get his name back in the news.
Yeah, I mean, but still, that's
definitely
kind of
pandering.
That's weird. You know, I mean, we've had a lot of gay news here. You're talking about old Aaron Hernandez being outed. A lot of these celebrities are getting outed. I mean, about 10 years, Bieber's going to come out in the show. It's going to be a good time.
I was waiting for the Bieber reference there. I was waiting for it.
Lil Wayne's putting out a new album. Does anybody in this room care?
Nope.
The Carter 27.
Friday. I'll check it out.
Fuck, his last album was so bad. Like I give every album.
I had a couple tracks I liked it.
Every album, I'll give every album he puts out a listen because there's always one gem and 19 turds.
That song with Kendrick was good on the last one.
That's decent.
Probably because Kendrick.
That,
Was
Yeah,
was it
because
Mona
Kendrick was
Lisa
on
or
it,
whatever? That wasn't bad.
Yeah, but I'm like, man, he's got to have one banger. I'm like zooming through this fucking thing. It was horrible. I don't care if Lil Wayne puts out another album or not. I'm hoping it's the funeral of his rap career. He needs to fucking hang it up. He's bad now.
What if it's a fucking banger?
Beaver, shut up. What's up with Eminem putting out this letter, Dunk? Can you explain this?
He put out like an apology letter.
Put
for
out
the
an
new
apology
album.
letter.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to bring it up. If you want me to read it on the air?
Yeah, if you want to bring it up. So apparently, from reading this letter, the way I understand it is basically he's saying, this is not technically music to kill to. It's basically me killing these beats, or I don't know. Is that kind of how you got?
You really had to like say that?
Yeah,
We'll see how good,
2020, bro.
see how good of a
2020,
reader
bro.
I am here.
Yep.
It's addressed to gentle listener.
Yep.
So pretty much the snowflakes.
This is the pussies. Yep.
Yeah, the snowflakes, the millennial, the pussies. But in today's wonderful world, murder has become so commonplace that we are a society obsessed and fascinated by it. I thought, why not make a sport of it and murder over beats? So before you jump to the gun, please allow me to explain. This album was not made for the squeamish. If you are easily offended or unveered at the screams of bloody murder, this may not be the collection for you. Certain selections have been designed to shock the consensus, which may cause positive action. Unfortunately, darkness has truly fallen upon us. So you see, murder in this instance isn't always literal nor pleasant. These bars are only meant for the sharpest knives in the drawer. For the victims of the album, you may rest peacefully. For the rest of you, please listen more closely next time. Good night, with deepest sympathy, Shady.
What was that wrote on?
It's like a post.
Oh, I got it.
So what do you take from it?
I'm just proud of
That's on the
Duckman for
inside of
reading.
his album, then, right?
I see. I don't know. It might be.
You know what sucks about his albums only being digital is I always buy a hard copy of his album.
No hard copies of it?
They did make
Really?
They did make tapes.
Finally, they did make
They
tapes.
made,
Yeah, I think I
like
did
the
see
old
that.
style tape.
I mean, I've already pre-ordered Ozzy on vinyl and Ozzy as a CD. Fucking
What do you take from that letter, though?
from that letter.
That you were actually able to
I
read.
think he's making fun of. He's making,
Damn, Beaver.
yeah, yeah. That you actually did graduate high school. That's great, man.
I think he's taking like, I don't know.
You think he's being soft there?
I see. No, he's not being soft. I think it's more of. I think he's being more like playing light of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like he's laughing the whole time he put that out. you
Right.
know?
No, absolutely. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's call him. Let's put him on the show. How about the doomsday clock is now the closest it's ever been
I
to
don't
doomsday.
fucking
Do
care.
you understand about that? So like a bunch of scientists have a doomsday clock, and based on the current level of the world, they get the clock. And right now we're like 900 seconds away from doomsday, something like that,
I thought it was 100.
or 100 seconds away from doomsday.
What's doomsday? Like zombies?
No, it's apparently like how they view the world ending is basically we're closer to the world ending now in their eyes due to
Than we
climate
ever have
change
been.
and geopolitical factors.
I mean, they know. So I mean, you better be scared.
Yeah.
They
Fuck
are-
it. Live each day like it's your last.
Yeah.
I mean, if we learn anything from the Kobe accident, that's what.
Life is
what it
precious, man. Doomsday could be tomorrow. I mean, who
So
knows?
before we close this show out, we're going to bring you back up with our most precious segment, our most famous segment, our most wanted, loved segment. A Florida man. Every week, I go straight to Google. I type in a Florida man. Whatever pops up, we're going to read about, and it's always fucking trick. And here you go. This might explain what happened today. A Florida man was arrested for pointing lasers at planes landing at an airport. So, Charlie James Chapman Jr., 41, was also accused of pointing a laser at the Martin County Sheriff's Office hospital responding to the incident, according to the news release from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. CNN could not determine if Chapman was a lawyer. According to the release, the helicopter spotted Chapman on a forklift and requested authorities to surround the location. So the guy was basically pointing lasers at airplanes trying to land, which is hilarious because I used to go around town and I would point lasers at the cop cars as they're passing by, and I'd watch this motherfucker try to chase me. But probably not wise. I think that's some sort of federal crime. The guy's probably going to go to jail for a long
You're a
time.
model citizen.
I am a
Guaranteed.
model citizen. Yeah. What do you think here, Dunkman? You're looking at your bets, aren't you? You fucking asshole.
Yeah, I did not hear one single thing that you just said.
This guy's pointing lasers at airplanes. Yeah, I kind of need your input here. Let's go, motherfucker.
Pointing lasers at
airplane, landing airplanes.
I used to shoot guns at them.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
cool.
fucking with
Yeah,
you.
we're being investigated now. I can't wait. Secret
No,
Service is going
if
to be
you've never pointed a laser at a fucking airplane, you haven't lived because I've done it before.
that far up.
Like the laser pointers.
Does it
Yes.
reach out?
That's what you do when you're a kid. No, there ain't no way it reaches
What if
that
you
high.
what if you ever point a laser at a fucking airplane? The next thing you know, it just starts fucking hightailing to the earth, like crashing. Would you freak out?
Oh, dude. When we were kids, it was a thing like
You're
that.
still running.
Like don't point a laser at a plane. Like
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
People were scared of it. But yeah, that would be fucking.
And you're
nuts.
like, fuck it. And the next, oh, that would be hilarious. Just what? That'd be a hilarious skit. If we had the technology to make that happen, that would be an hilarious skit. You just
After
trying to get
Effects,
away.
sir.
Yeah, then we get visited by Secret Service. So next week for our Super Bowl edition of the show, we're going to try to go live somewhere. The Secret Service is going to be our special guest after Duckman's fucking comments. Are you okay, buddy? You're making a weird ass face. You
These
look.
bears are terrible.
Not
dude.
gonna do Dickwad of the week.
Oh, we do have to put a Dickwad of the week. Who's our Dickwad of the week?
Mine's Beaver for not fucking that butthole yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
pick. I think
appreciate
it's safe. Mine's Mike Britt for making the shitty Kobe joke when I walked in the door.
I can't. Oh,
The 10-year
We
challenge.
won't talk about it. So I've got a dark sense of humor, but I do have empathy.
That's
so.
no, but honestly, I'm gonna give it to Beaver too for breaking out. It
I'm
took
gonna give it to Beaver.
for not fucking the butthole yet. I
Yeah,
think
goddamn
Beaver,
it,
Beaver tonight you should fuck the butthole and I'll text us afterwards. After.
Snapchat it, dude.
Just Snapchat you fucking the butthole.
Texas Derby.
Snapchat a picture of it and then Snapchat when you're done.
Yeah,
No, don't
your day.
Snapchat that.
Like a
No.
picture of it, and then a picture of you like asleep on your pillow.
That's too much work.
Before and after.
Or take a smiley
Yeah.
picture on the way home. And
Have Rob take the
and
picture.
do the Dolly Parton thing, like put Facebook, and then on Instagram you could put what's the most racial one?
What is that?
You know what I mean? Like you
The
have a picture of him
most
smiling,
racial
and then a picture of him banging the butthole.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
My dickwad is the people of ESPN dick riding Zion Williamson so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Are you okay, Bob?
I am. Dad's calling me.
Your dad's calling you. Let's
Pick
get him
it
up.
up.
Get him up.
Pick
Get him
it
on
up.
live. Speaker, come on.
Hi, Dad.
Are you home?
No, I'm not. I'm doing a show right now.
Oh, I thought you were done with your show.
No, we're doing it right now. You're actually on the air.
What's up, Papa Beaver?
Hey, Beaver. Dad.
Hey.
What time are you going to be there so we can watch the game?
Probably like 9. I think I'll be getting home right about the time when the game started, maybe a little bit before it.
All righty. I'll meet you there then.
I'll have the Jack Daniels ready for you.
All right.
What game's tonight?
Bye.
Pacer game.
Pacer game.
Oh, shit. That's
Blazers.
a late one. Yep.
I'll see you in a bit.
That's right. Go Pacers. Bye, Beavers, Dad.
Bye.
Does Sabonis get a double tonight?
Yeah, for sure.
There's a prop like plus 270.
Go
Miles
for it.
is out.
Oh,
Sabonis double.
hammer
Pacers win.
20. He's going 22 and 15.
It's
You're
hard for me to say
addicted,
Pacers
sir.
win.
Sir, you're addicted.
Is
Yeah, you're
Brogdon
addicted.
playing?
No, and they haven't won there in 10 years.
Yes, I ain't taking it.
Thank
Yeah.
you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. R.I.P. to Mr. Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. to Tim Tebow's Virginity. Make sure you like this video on YouTube. You subscribe to our show. Share the fucking show with all your friends, your family, your demons, people at church. You get it. Also, make sure you subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. If you don't have a fucking iPhone, get one.
Get one now.
If you can't get one, you can also listen on SoundCloud. You can also listen on iHeartRadio.
And if you can't do any of those, get us in the DMs. We might let you come in here and maybe sit next to Beaver and listen to the show live.
We'll make him shower that week too.
Yeah.
And also,
Not showering.
you can't follow us on Facebook because they're a bunch of cunts. But you can follow us on Twitter and the Instagrams. That's /Highly Inappropriate.
Facebook told us
Podcast.
to stop cussing, and we said, we can't.
We can't do it.
We can't do it.
We can't do it.
I can't. Stop cussing.
Thank you so much for listening to
So
Highly
Irish.
Inappropriate. We'll be back next week with our Super Bowl show. Peace out, bitch. Let's go.